Not gonna lie, chat. Based on that, I'm half tempted to just install Doom 2016 on this here PC and get to getting demons. But that is not this day. Today we are streaming Tales of Vesperia. We're streaming Tales of Vesperia from 11 to 2, roughly. There will be some time in between. I have to set up this wonderfully easy to use scan converter so we can play some Pokemon. And then we'll play some Pokemon! We'll play Pokemon from 2 to 5, roughly. But I'm excited. It's been a while since we've played Tales. It's been a few weeks. We're on a boat. If you guys like boats. But yeah, I'm excited because there was some pretty serious story stuff that happened. Probably the most interesting story stuff that had happened thus far on the stream. So we'll see how it goes. Bradley Ellis is here. Say hi to Brad, everybody. He's not feeling too well. I hope you're feeling better, man. Send him all the love. Oh! I think we... Alright. I think I accidentally chose Japanese at the start. Just because we've been doing this whole playthrough in English, I think we'll... For the sake of consistency, we'll keep English. I must have just accidentally skipped through. Oh, whoopsies. EZA virus is a plague. Yeah, it's been really bad, man. It's gotten a lot of people. Brad's sick. Huber's sick. Don's sick. I think I just spammed A here. That was the problem. I almost got sick. My neck is driving me crazy, man. I slept on it wrong, and I just feel all sorts of bad, but we'll be all right. It's really bright in here, chat, and the camera keeps turning. So I'm going to close the blinds really quick. And then the cats will destroy the blinds. But one second, we're gonna close those blinds. It's really, really bright in here. You're gonna see through my pale skin. It's so bright. One sec. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. Okay. How are we doing, chat? Everything okay? I think we might... I think we might install Doom 2016, just in case. You know, what's it gonna hurt? What's it gonna hurt? Okay. Let's get the game started. Finally. Just to let you guys know, the cats are rambunctious at the moment. They have shut off computers before. They've knocked over consoles. So if something happens, that's probably why. If it's just like a sudden stop, it's either the internet going out or legitimately the cats.
I was okay with taking out bad people on my own. I couldn't tell the others. Not before with Estelle, and not now. I gotta face up to the choices I've made. It's been weighing on Carol, too. Who knows what'll happen to brave Vesperia?
I like that Yuri's not squeaky clean. I feel like I've been running into a lot of squeaky clean anime protagonists recently, and I like his willingness to get his hands dirty. But he doesn't do it without thinking about it, so that's cool. I'm going to just take a look and see what our arts are set to again. Cool. Did you see the Joker trailer? No. I'm looking forward to that movie. I was kind of loosely following it, but I haven't seen the latest trailer. Is it good? My most anticipated movie right now is the Godzilla King of the Monsters movie. I want to be more into Godzilla, and I think that movie looks pretty cool.
So many things to deal with. I'm a little mixed up. Sorry for dragging you around, Repeat.
We need like a 20-hour break in this game where it's just Yuri and Repeat, I think. Just broing out.
Right. There's nothing else to be sorry about after all these years. Okay, so what should we start with? Before anything else, we'll need to have the ship moving.
Let's go see what's up with Estelle. W. Lucha gifted a tier 1 sum to add a hench. I butchered that, but thank you, W. Lucha. It was nice of you, man.
I don't see anything at all. After what happened to Bellius, and with Judith breaking our Blastia and running away, I just don't know what to think anymore.
Oh, yeah?
And then you went and cut your arm like that.
That was painful.
It's not funny.
But you healed me.
Yeah, that was a great moment. Chat, to catch you up really quick. Estelle was essentially worried about her healing powers, that they were actually causing harm. And Yuri injured himself to say, like, hey, no, you're still good. Believe in yourself. It was a good moment.
I couldn't just ignore you, could I? I can't just ignore someone who's injured in front of me.
So what are you all rattled about? Don't you remember? Bellius said to take good care of your kind nature.
Ben, I finally beat Dragon Quest V on my DS yesterday. It was amazing, and now I am a Dragon Quest fan. That's awesome. I started Dragon Quest V on the DS, but I never finished it. And I've always heard that it's one of the best, so it's definitely on the infinite backlog. But congratulations, dude.
My power is the reason that the Entelekea hate me, isn't it?
What's with you being able to use magic without Blastia?
Even if I make an effort not to use my power on the Entelekea, to them, I'll still be evil. That's why Pharaoh was trying to kill me.
But Bellius said you should try to meet Pharaoh, didn't she?
Yeah, in order to discover my destiny. But I wonder, is that really right? No, that can't be. I'm the one who'll decide my destiny.
Now you've got the idea.
Still kind of gives me VV vibes a little bit.
How's the ship heading?
Apparently we're being pushed north by the current.
I see. Sorry for making you come all the way out here with us.
Don't worry about it. This was my plan from the beginning anyway.
Slightly hard to believe, but okay.
Well, I'm happy that we've got someone who knows how to pilot a ship, but you've got to go treasure hunting to get your memory back, right?
That's okay. I'm just gonna take it easy.
Got the right idea,
As long as I
Patty.
have a bright red eel's ear or a slimy eel's body.
Well, that's better than living life fast and recklessly.
Besides, it ain't bad being here with you, Yuri.
I'm glad to hear that.
When I think about that, I start feeling like maybe my past doesn't really matter.
But that doesn't mean you're gonna quit searching for your memories, does it?
I'd like to know more about my grandfather, so I can figure out what I'm going to do in the future, and how I should think about the name Ivory.
I see. Then I guess you can't stay with us forever, huh?
Patty can stay with us forever.
But I realize
She's allowed.
that there are many more good things when I'm with others than when I'm by myself. So, when my memory returns, I'd like to travel with all of you again.
Yeah, if we get the chance, that might not be a bad idea.
When that time comes, maybe Judy can also.
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
Judith
there are
blessed us, by
reasons
the
for
way.
not
That was
being
kind
able
of
to be with
crushing
us.
and
I
unfortunate.
hope your reasons haven't changed by then, though.
Yeah.
Gay Vulture, or W. Lucha, gifted a tier 1 sub to Gay Vulture. Thank you, thank you. Great Lugia asks, I'm sorry if you've been asked this before, but have you checked out Mob Psycho 100 at all? I'm happy with how season 2 turned out, but sad that the season is over. Yeah, so I watched Mob Psycho season 100, season 1 when it came out and loved it, and everybody's been ranting and raving about season 2. I haven't watched season 2 yet. I was watching the OVA, the catch-up OVA that summarized the whole season. I wanted to get through that to refresh myself before I dove into season 2. And I watched like half of that, and then I got distracted. But I've been distracted by Hunter x Hunter. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter, and JoJo when new JoJo episodes come out. But I do intend to watch Mob Psycho season 100, season 2. I'm excited about it. I just haven't done so yet. But I hear it's awesome. But hopefully not too long from now, I'll have watched it. Hopefully. Subo asks, has EZA ever discussed Full Alchemist? I couldn't find anything in the archives, but may have missed it. I don't think, like, in a super formal way. We've definitely mentioned it and talked about it. When I was watching Brotherhood, I brought it up from time to time. But I really adore Brotherhood. Brotherhood is one of the most emotional... How should I say this? Brotherhood made me more emotional than most other anime, especially at the end. It's been a while since I've watched it, but yeah, it would be nice if Easy A talked about it. We'd have to probably get some people to rewatch it, though, and I'm not sure how feasible that is at the moment.
Oh, Yuri.
What's the matter? You look more serious than usual.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how hard it is to put a guild together. I thought things might go okay since I was with you guys, but...
Have you lost faith in your ability to lead the guild?
No, not at all. I'm working as hard as I can.
All right, then I'll borrow from your attitude and do the best I can too.
The budding respect between Yuri and Carol has been really heartwarming. It's taken a long time, and it's nice to see Carol just, like, not completely get shit on in every scene, too.
Hey, Yuri.
I like that.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah?
Is it true that you killed Rago and Cumor?
It's true.
How could you keep that from me?
I kept meaning to tell you. I'm sorry.
Even though I think it's bad, you don't regret killing them, do you?
Yeah, I don't.
I just don't know. Flynn and Estelle were trying to bring them to justice, too. Did you really have to kill them?
Are we going to turn Carol into a murderer?
I think there are some things that you have to do, even if they're a crime. Someone has to do them, even if it means taking the blame.
Maybe so, but even still...
I just did what had to be done. You shouldn't force yourself to try to accept what I did.
Yeah.
I mentioned this last time, but really grown to respect the non-Troy Baker voice actor for Yuri. I should really figure out who that is. But yeah, he's grown on me tremendously. I like him a lot. On Damiani's last stream, he said that the new anime show's title may not be final. That's true. Someone mentioned anime books for a title. How about Anime Book Club? It is essentially what the show is, and it's also a nod. Yeah, that's a cute idea, Archserifus. I like that. I'll run that by Damiani, see what he thinks. If I can remember. Admittedly, I may forget, but if I can remember, I'll run it by him. Just because somebody brought up Full Metal Alchemist, there was actually a show... not with Brotherhood, but with the first Full Metal Alchemist, where I went into it knowing that it was very beloved when it came overseas here, and it was very hyped up for me, and I just didn't... There are actually a few popular anime that I didn't immediately get. Full Metal Alchemist was one of them. Like, I liked it, but I didn't understand why people were so feverish about it, and I was the same way with Death Note, and I was the same way with Trigun, and I eventually came around... heavily. I love Death Note now, and I love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood quite a lot. I haven't seen all of the OG series. I don't even know how much of the OG series I've seen, but I should watch that at some point. But anyway, yeah, I wonder if I'd feel that way about Trigun, if I would have more love for it now than I did when I originally watched it. The other day I watched Ava 3.33, the third movie of the Rebuild stuff, and it's funny because that movie is really reviled. But I thought it was pretty good. I liked it myself and appreciated what it was going for. And so it's funny to see the super strong negative reaction online to Ava 3.33. It wasn't supposed to be this way. All right, Raven. I guess it's your turn.
There you are, boy.
You sure have your own way of doing things, old man. Then again, I guess it's your only redeeming quality.
Hey, way to hurt a man's feelings. I've got a ton of redeeming qualities.
That's one list you can just keep to yourself.
I have to tell you, I was so surprised to find out that Bellius was that beast. Sorry, I mean Entelekea, was it?
Yeah, but it seems like the story about her engineering the Great War was a lie.
Probably just an excuse the Empire made up for them to invade Nordopolica.
Maybe, yeah. So is that the Don's grandson? How'd he end up here anyway?
This idiot got fed false information by Leviathan's Claw and acted without thinking.
I heard that an ally of the Dons had been captured by a monster, and I thought I'd come to save him.
Is My Hero Academia Season 4 a possibility for the anime show? Yes. Absolutely. I know Damiani is really into it. I adore My Hero Academia, and so I think it's a perfect candidate, for sure.
And then, I heard that the monster possessed Apatheia, so...
They said that Bellius had been captured?
Apparently that's what Leviathan's Claw said. So they went down there with the hunting blades to kill the monster.
And that monster was actually Bellius. So even though you got the Apatheia, the ally you were supposed to save ended up dying.
Yeah.
You need to learn to take things slower. Check your information before you rush out all ready for battle.
Imagine getting lectured by Raven. Toilet drummer, 13 months. Thank you, man.
Damn it! What the hell do you know?
Things like this happen, I guess. Having the Don for a grandfather puts a lot of pressure on the boy.
Anyone with a grandfather like that will be expected to work their butt off, yeah.
Everyone expects too much of it. So he works hard not to let anyone down. And then things like this happen.
Palestrale's not going to be too happy about this. Even if he didn't have any choice but to fight. I doubt they'll take that for an excuse.
That Nats guy should forgive us, I think.
Raven's not dumb. He's just a jackass. I agree with that assessment. I don't think he's dumb.
That would be nice, but Nats isn't the Duce. It's the others in the guild we have to worry about.
Well, I don't know how to get out of this mess. For now, I'm going to take him to see the Don. Take the ship to Crest as soon as it's working again, would you?
Gotcha.
I actually do know how to get out of this, but an eye for an eye. It's a matter between guilds, after all.
Yeah, I agree. I think the new format for the anime show will work out quite well, and there's just a lot of excitement for it. We're really excited to do it. We really believe in the idea and think the idea is good. There's definitely a little bit of hesitation on how One Punch Man Season 2 will turn out. But as far as the idea of the show, we're really into it.
Does it look like it'll be okay?
Oh, well, it's pretty bad.
Jeez, this isn't usable at all.
Damn it. I can't believe that Judith was... Why was she with us in the first place? That dragon, Baul, right? It attacked us back in
Baul.
Heliord, didn't it?
You've got a good memory.
The fantasy tradition of apostrophe names.
That's not the sort of thing I easily forget. Do you think they were going after Estelle back then?
I love it.
Yes, she knew. She knew about Estelle. You didn't already know that she was that dragon freak, did you?
Yeah.
Damn it, I can't believe you!
Why was that... What was up with the quality of that line? Because she's just putting her hand on her forehead.
We all have our reasons for what we've done. You and Judy both.
You mean...
And me too, of course.
You mean Rago and Cumor? Huh. I don't care much about what happened to them. What you did may have been a crime. But if you ask me, though the severity of the crime may differ, there's no such thing as someone suspected without cause.
Are you saying the same goes for you?
Who knows? I mean, even that woman was...
Judy was a loyal member of our party. That's how it looked to me, at least.
Yeah, that's true, but if she had just shared what she knew about the Child of the Full Moon, and about the Entelekea...
Yeah, I wanna know why everything is being so secretive. What their motivations are for withholding information.
Problems might already have been solved by now.
It depends, doesn't it? Pharaoh told her she was poison after all.
You know, it's possible she knew where Pharaoh was from the very beginning.
Yeah, maybe so.
Either way, I'll never forgive her for breaking that Blastia.
Well then, if Judy comes back, you can feel free to beat her up.
She's not coming back.
I couldn't say.
Has anyone seen Mushishi? No, I haven't. But a couple of years ago, I think Damiani was talking about it, and chat was recommending it. It sounds really good. I'm definitely in an anime mood. I feel more open to anime and like ready to consume it than I have been in a long time, which is nice. It's a good feeling. Hopefully it stays that way. Let me think. Let me think about it. Let me think about anime. Have you watched any Promised Neverland? Sorry if that was already asked. No, it's been asked on other streams when I hear. I actually just finished yesterday, maybe the day before, the second episode of Promised Neverland. And it's really intriguing. I love the premise of it. Yeah, but just 2 episodes in on Promised Neverland. I don't know how you feel about Western style anime, but what about Ruby or Gen Lock? I haven't seen them. I will say, and I'm not trying to be mean, I guess, but just looking at like the first season of Ruby, I was like, wow, this looks really rough. But I know people are very big fans of it, and I'm sure, of course, that it gets better. But yeah, the first season of Ruby to me just looked rough, and I didn't watch it because of that. JoJo Part 5 has gotten real good, Ben. Yeah, I'm caught up on JoJo Part 5.
I finished making adjustments to the Blastia.
It is very good. What I really like about Season 5 is the way Giorno gets out of situations. Like, he just puts himself through so much misery, and it's just kind of impressive and exciting to watch, to see how he gets out of things. It's great.
I've checked all the other parts too. Everything's ready.
That's great. We'll be able to use the boat again.
Boat hype! We got our boat!
If you don't mind, I'd like to bring Harry back to Dongris first.
We need to head to Dongris too.
Right. We've got to deliver Belius's Apatheia.
Why don't you let old Raven take care of that for you? What do you say?
We couldn't ask that of you.
Oh, that hurts. Still can't trust me after all we've been through, huh?
It wasn't a formal request, but I feel we should honor Belius's dying wish. It would be unjust if we didn't deliver it.
Yeah. Besides, we're also at fault for Belius ending up like she did. We've got to own up to what we've done. The Don also might know why everyone wants these Apatheia so badly.
He was trying to get his hands on one too, don't forget.
If we can learn more about the Apatheia, we might find out why Flynn's been using such extreme measures.
Well then, I'll make sure to set things up with the Don for you.
Really?
A wiser man than I once said, even chance acquaintances are decreed by destiny. If it's meant to be, I don't mind putting in the effort for brave Vesperia.
I'm going to meet with the Don, too.
You too, Rita?
A lot has happened, and I get the feeling it's all connected to this Apatheia somehow.
I feel like we're gonna get some hardcore answers pretty soon.
It was the Don that told us to go find the Apatheia in the first place. He just might have something up his sleeve.
So Rita, you're with us as far as Dongrist?
I'm going to Dongres too.
Because going with us is profitable? Well, as long as you're piloting the ship, this works out well for us too.
It's not just that. I'm going because it sounds like there might be clues about my memory in Dongrest. Didn't you say that the Dawn in Dongrest was a friend of Eifried's?
Answers for
I
everybody.
was talking about how Eifried and the Don worked together when they fought the Empire.
Then the Dawn might be able to give me some clues about my memory.
Well, if that's the case, then let's travel together.
Jeez, that old geezer sure is popular. I hope he doesn't get so busy that he faints.
That only leaves Estelle.
I think she needs some time alone.
I agree.
I wonder when we'll see Judith again. Hey, once we've delivered the Apatheia, let's go see if we can find her.
That's not a bad idea. Besides, she broke the guild laws, and you know we can't just let that slide.
Right. At least not without hearing her reason.
But first up is Dongrist.
There'll be a stretch of beach along the southern edge of Tolbikia where we can lay anchor. I'd wager that'd put us as close to Dongrest as we could hope.
Okay, sounds like we've got our destination.
We are on an adventure. There's always a lot of talk about how JRPGs can evolve and change and get better, and I think that is good and valuable. But I still think Overworld's wonderful. And when you finally get that vehicle for the first time and you can just kind of go out, hard to top that feeling. Not something that I think is really outdated in any way. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Bedside's back with Trails. I'm loving it. Love and respect to you all. Love and respect to you, my friend. Of Rivia, 26 months. Thank you. How do you think about the... What do you think of the new JoJo opening song? It's good. It's not as good as the first one, in my opinion. I like the first one a lot more, but this new one might grow on me. We will see. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the beach where we need to land, but what's on this island? Let's go check out this island. Watch us get obliterated.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Oh, encounter link. Nice. Thanks, Rita. Oh, nice. We got the stun. We'll take it. Oh, how did we get turned around? I must have accidentally flicked the stick there.
This? No, this isn't
Look
scary.
at Carol's comically large sword.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I am.
That kid is baller. I mentioned last year I was playing Final Fantasy 1. I had the same feeling when I finally got the airship. Yeah, definitely.
Feel good.
It makes me sad. I feel like for a long time there was moving away from Overworlds, and I don't necessarily want that.
Let's eliminate them.
There's some really good fundamentals to JRPGs that often get glossed over. It can be disappointing to see. Feels similarly about Pokemon as a series. That's interesting. I have some regrets. And thank you for the reset. What do you mean with Pokemon specifically? This is a little weird to say, I suppose, but it's not that I don't consider Pokemon a JRPG, because it totally is. I'm not arguing that. It's just operating in a very specific space. And so sometimes it's very difficult for me to compare it to other games in the genre. And I feel like I almost want different things out of it than I would a more traditional quote-unquote game.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Hey, we impressed Estelle. We're doing all right.
The sign of
We're
victory.
doing all right.
Hey, that kind of hurt.
Patty's still benched. Patty's still benched. We really like our lineup. I think we're going to stick with this. You think Pokemon as a series has such strong fundamentals with the battle system and the creatures themselves that it still does better than so many others, but I feel like it's drowned out in what people want from it in terms of change. Sometimes it's fun to appreciate consistency. Yeah, it was interesting to see. People were like frustrated, I think, that I was so excited for Pokemon Sword and Shield. That like I was okay with it not being this radical reinvention, or that I was less critical of it. But sometimes I think like people have a point when it comes to Pokemon, and that it absolutely could do a ton of things better.
This one's pretty tough.
But sometimes I think people get so adamant about that they don't see the good thing that it does. And I think that's where I get a little bit frustrated. Because it's like, yes, you can want change, yes, you can want things to be different. But that doesn't mean, just because you don't get exactly what you want, you could ignore what it is doing. And the good things, the good steps that it is taking. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Oh my god. My stomach is grumbling, folks. Sorry if you hear that. We might have to do like a pizza order on stream or something. Yeah. Otoshi knows what's up. Order pizza, lol. Yep. Okay. Oh my. I keep wanting to hit select, or not select, minus to bring up the map. But what button is it? There it is. That is not a great map. Okay. We're gonna have to figure out where Dongrest is. I'm okay with a little bit of wandering. Is it right behind us? No, what is this? What is this place? Got a gel and a life bottle, though. Not too bad. Can we go in? We can. Okay, no we can't. No we can't. Can we get a Domino's Pika tracker is what I almost said there. Pizza tracker in the corner of the stream. Maybe. My OBS does not like capturing desktop very well, so that might not be weirdly feasible, despite it being such a simple thing. I love how you have all these weird creatures, and then just some dude. Just some bandits. Domino's copyright strikes the pizza tracker now? I ain't even mad about that. That's just funny. That's just funny. How ridiculous do you have to be to copyright the pizza? Come on, man. We're your people. Hey Sam Hat, playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. How you doing? Man, I have missed Trails, guys. This combat system is great. Just doing the combos, linking the arts, tweaking your party to have everything you want. It's so much fun. Getting poisoned. Hi West, how you doing, bud? West for beating up bandits. Burning through all your TP, you know, classic stuff.
Oh, this is bad. Shining Face!
I'm sorry I was late healing everyone.
It's okay, Estelle.
What are you talking about?
It's okay, Carol.
I'll tweet a Domino's at a pizza tracker Twitch extension.
I did it!
Wasn't it?
That's the logical outcome.
I think it was EverQuest 2, if I'm remembering correctly, added like Pizza Hut support into the game. I think it's been a long time, so I might be getting this wrong, but I'm pretty sure in EverQuest 2 you could order Pizza Hut from within the client, and that's amazing. That's amazing. I don't particularly like Pizza Hut, but I appreciate the effort. We should cook. That's what we should do. Yeah, remind me to get more ingredients because we want cake. We want cake. My kitten is watching your stream while sitting on my lap. Just thought you'd like to know. Absolutely. Give me any and all cat updates. I appreciate it. Did you ever just notice things that you say a lot? You don't even mean to. I say the word appreciate quite a bit. I have a lot to appreciate, so maybe that's why. But yeah, I say the word appreciate all the time. We're revealing the fog of war here. I think Doom was installed. I think that's what my little corner on my desktop was trying to let me know. Kara, 12, 14, 30 months. Thank you.
Let's go.
Hello, Ben in chat. Well, hello, Ben. Ben F809.
Yeah, I feel.
Apparently there's like a basketball player or something that's also named Ben Moore. I found out on Twitter. Or maybe secretly I'm a basketball player. Maybe I was sports all along. You never know. Ben, any hype for Cyber Shadow? Yeah, Cyber Shadow looks cool. It does. It looks like a game that I would really enjoy. It just makes me feel guilty for not finishing The Messenger, but there's still time. Yeah, Cyber Shadow looks great. Yacht Club Games getting in the business of publishing.
I'm gonna do it.
Think about how much joy Yacht Club Games has already brought into this world. And how it will only continue. We need healing.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
Nice heat smash! Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
You're just trying to smash me with healing, Carol. I appreciate it.
First aid.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
Not bad.
Man, I really gotta hold on using that TP when we don't need to.
Dragon Sword!
How many other Bens did you know growing up? Not that many. I think it was the only Ben in my school, but I went to Catholic elementary, well, Catholic preschool, Catholic elementary school, Catholic middle school, and Catholic high school. So, like, my graduating class in high school was like a couple hundred people. It was very small. I don't remember the exact number, but it was very small.
From behind? Oh, man.
This happens all the time.
Patty hype.
You're done!
Yo, Patty making a name for herself immediately.
This is my style.
Get those fatal strikes in there. Okay, so we landed on the beach. It looks like we probably need to go south here. So let's go around. And then south, and we'll probably find Crest. Let's see if this is right. Apparently they're putting her in Skyrim. I didn't even know that this existed, but there's this wonderful grandma, and she was really into Skyrim. and she made a YouTube channel, and she just plays Skyrim. And I only watched like the very beginning of one of her videos, but it is the most heartwarming thing I've ever seen. And she like calls her viewers grandkids. And you're just like, the world is okay. The world is an alright place. And they're going to put her in the Elder Scrolls 6. Sometimes goodness wins.
This happens all the time!
You also went to a Catholic high school and we shared the same last name. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Get out of here! Alright, who's next?
It was weird growing up and having just one of your classes be called religion. Religion class. That's very funny to me. You're on the wrong continent? I was worried about that. Okay, he said go to a beach, but we must have gone to the wrong beach. That's okay. We'll go up to our boat. Our boat is north of us. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
You'll be gone
How many
soon
edgy
enough.
questions were brought up in religion class? Not really many that I remember. People weren't too antagonistic about it. When there was like sex ed, I think people were definitely a little jokey, but it was never too bad. I felt bad though. In high school, we had some real like I was definitely a class clown too, and I definitely took things too far sometimes. But we had people. There was this one new teacher. She was very, very young. And they just, like, treated her so badly. Like, some of the kids treated her so badly that she would, like, cry. And, like, never go that far, man. Like, it's not worth it. These teachers are just people. And so that made me feel really guilty. But I was definitely not a model student by any means in high school. In physics class, like, I didn't pay attention to a single thing that was said in physics. I just, there was a day where I just, like, flipped open my DS and was playing Mario Kart DS in physics class, and it was very disrespectful. There was a friend of mine who was so into Halo 2 and was so bored during physics that he, like, on notebook paper, wrote down word for word the entire, like, opening hour maybe of Halo 2, just like what everybody said.
Get ready for
And when
anything.
tutorial prompts came up, like, he included that in the notebook page. These were the kind of people I was hanging out with in high school, to give you an idea. This is what forged me. Forged, nice pun. I didn't even mean it. What do you think about Tales of Vesperia 1 and 2? I love those games. I haven't played Vesperia 1 or 2, really, Monster, but I'd be open to it. I'm definitely open to more Tales in the future. Okay, so if we're on the wrong continent, why is this map so clear? Is there a better way to look at this map? Yes, there is. Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho! Okay, so if we're on the wrong continent, I would assume that we need to go to the continent west of us. Yeah, and we can just see where Dongrest is. Okay, no, we don't need to go west of us. We need to go north. Okay, we just need to go directly north, and we'll be at Dongrest. Wow, we just went on a completely random and unnecessary journey. Here's the friends we made along the way. I really want to play Symphonia again if brought to Switch. Sure, bring everything to Switch. Symphonia was fun. Symphonia was my first Tales experience, and I bought it just because it got good reviews. Didn't know anything about it, didn't finish it, but really enjoyed what I played of it. How far in One Piece am I? I'm still on volume 78. I think we had a One Piece update, but yeah, I'm still on volume 78. I haven't read One Piece in like a week or two. All right, hold on. We may not have landed in the right spot. No, we didn't. We did not land in the right spot. Did you make it to the second half of Symphonia, Ben? It's been a long time, Mbun, so I'm unclear, but I don't think I did. No. I don't think so. But the last time I seriously sat down to play Symphonia, it was around launch on the GameCube, so it's been a very long time.
Prepare to meet your doom. Oh, flickering blaze.
I'm glad I didn't start my Metroid Prime 2 playthrough yet, because if that's coming out on Switch, that's how I want to play it. I get to play Metroid Prime 2 and 3 all the way through for the first time on Switch, and I'm pretty stoked.
Finish that one.
And one, yes. I recently finished one, though, a few months ago. Sometime in 2018. And so, like, I just played one, so I probably won't replay one for a little bit. But one is brilliant. Brilliant! I loved it. I either like it as much as Super Metroid or almost as much as Super Metroid, but I really don't have a damn bad thing to say about Super Metroid. I really don't understand how anyone could dislike Super Metroid. I think it's just about perfect. Like, I wish I could have reviewed games back then and given Metroid Prime, or, well, Metroid Prime, sure, and Super Metroid a 10. That they so rightfully deserve. Metroid Prime full playthrough. One full playthrough at Easy 11? That might not be bad. Just because we have a lot of people that I think would be fairly knowledgeable about it. Like, I would kind of know what I'm doing, Damiani would kind of know what he's doing, and Blood would kind of know what he's doing, and so I think it would be pretty smooth. The end of Metroid Prime, there are some boss fights that get pretty tricky, but that's exactly what you want, I think, in an Easy 11 playthrough. You want some anguish, right? So, Metroid Prime is my #1 game of all time. You've good taste, my friend. You've good taste. Did you find any difficulty spikes in Wolfenstein 2? Don't want to spoil anything, but I'm at a late game mission and getting crushed by the Bring 'em on difficulty. Yeah, Wolfenstein 2 is kind of refreshingly tough.
Don't get careless.
I definitely had trouble moments, and the end was one of them. There's kind of a rush of enemies at the end, at the very, very end, that I thought was pretty tough and definitely took me multiple attempts. So don't feel bad. Yeah, I think a lot of people experience some hardship in Wolfenstein 2. It's a hard game. A game I also really don't think got enough love. I don't get it, man. I think Wolfenstein 2 was excellent. And weirdly ignored. It's not right. It's just not right. It's just not right.
We do battle with all our might.
Okay, let's go.
I'm in the Super Metroid Dislike Camp 2. I just got tired of having to make a huge circle around the map to get back where I was because I fell through a one-way block I couldn't see. I get you. I get you. I don't think Kyle likes Super Metroid either. You definitely don't have to like Super Metroid. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm
it was
gonna
just
take this one with me and pay the Don a visit.
when I played it, it was well after the fact. I think I was even in California when I played through Super Metroid. I was in California when I played through Super Metroid for the first time, and even all those years later, I thought it was excellent. It was the same with Link to the Past. Like, I didn't play Link to the Past until much, much later. I didn't have a Super Nintendo growing up, and I thought everything everybody ever said about it was correct. Those games really met my expectations. Super Metroid probably even more than A Link to the Past, but I hold Link to the Past in pretty high regard as well.
These things usually take a while, so why not hang tight at the end? I'll come over when I can.
Wait, can I come with you?
This is union business. Not sure you'll have much to talk about.
Actually, there's something else I wanted to ask.
Secret Carol desires.
Can it wait till you bring the Apathea with everybody else?
I'd rather ask it on my own.
If it's not too complicated, go and give it a try.
I can't make any promises, just so you know.
Thanks! I'll be right back, guys!
Do you think we could ask about the Apathea as well?
That qualifies as complicated.
You've got that right. Hey, wait up! Where do you think you're going?
I've been to this city before, I think.
That again?
Well, this city does have a history with Ifrit. It wouldn't have been strange for your grandfather to have come here.
That's true. I'm going to go ask around a bit.
Be careful that you don't end up like you did in Nordopolica or Mantake.
I know.
We'll be at the inn. All right.
Let's be good kids and wait for Uncle Raven at the inn.
Good kid Yuri. But I think all good games will say Evil Within 1 and 2, Dishonored 1 and 2, struggle with sales. They didn't hit top 10. Yeah, Dishonored 2 upsets me even more than Wolfenstein 2. Dishonored 2 is fantastic. I love it so dearly, and it feels like it was completely ignored. It's disappointing that it had kind of a rough start on PC. But those levels are amazing. It's the same thing with Hitman 2. Like, Hitman 2 deserves way more love than it got.
The town's quiet now, but it could get ugly quick.
Yeah, well, we've seen our fair share of ugliness.
Not like this, we haven't. Do you think Palestrale is just gonna take Bellius' death lying down?
The Don's grandson is wrapped up in this too. I guess they can't just let things slide. The guilds sure make a big deal about their rules and settling their scores.
Exactly.
What a pain. I don't get it at all.
We're kinda caught up in this ourselves, you know. Just be ready if things go bad.
I know.
I like this rare, isolated pairing of Yuri and Rita. It's cool. I have a very frustrating because I can't really explain it, opinion of Evil Within. I really like Evil Within 2. I would even go as far as to say the Evil Within 2 is a great game. I really don't like the story in Evil Within 2. And I like Evil Within 1 more, despite thinking that Evil Within 1 is way rougher. And, like, the lowest points of Evil Within 1 are way worse than the lowest points of Evil Within 2. I like the Evil Within 1 more. I'd like to play them back to back and see if I still feel that way. I really like the DLC of the Evil Within 1 too. The DLC for the Evil Within 1 is probably my favorite Evil Within experience that I've had, despite it also being immensely frustrating. We need to up our gels. How much? We have an okay amount of money, but let's look at weapons. Let's look at weapons, shall we? Ruined blade. I'll buy you. Okay. That's the other thing that's both kind of cool and frustrating about this game is I felt pretty limited with money, and I could go out of my way to fix that, of course. It's not totally the game's fault. But because things are getting pretty expensive, I feel like that encourages like having a set group of people even more, so you're not buying weapons and armor for everybody. Because just a couple weapons in and we're burning through cash, burning through gold. Let's just take a look at the slightly raises agility. No. We need strawberries. We absolutely need some strawberries. Ooh, we need some milk. 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 A lot of people, especially from the Midwest, I find say milk. And it's something that I do and wasn't aware of for a long time. It's milk, not milk. I find that pretty funny. And my grandmother says, wash. Wash the clothes. One of the ones that my girlfriend makes fun of me for is I don't say pumpkin right. I do pumpkin. Or pumpkin. I say it really fast and I don't say it correctly. Some good bump just from that. Gothic plate. Look at that. That's worth it. That's worth the gold. Man, it's probably worth it to go grind to get everybody upgraded if we're going to see increases this big. That's huge. That makes me feel safe. I don't think we actually got a helmet for you. Yeah. We did get armor, though. Did we not get armor for you? Maybe we didn't. I could have sworn that we did. Lol. I know we got a weapon for you. Yeah. How are we doing on skills? No casting time required when casting an altered art immediately following a base spell. We want that. What are the skills of the new weapon? No casting time if a novice spell is used while staggering. Increase the amount of time needed to recover from a stagger hit. Both of these seem good. Endure especially so. We'll just get the magic combo and we'll be all set. Increases physical defense by 10. Do we have anything better than that? Ooh. Ooh. Money, you say? That's a pretty sharp decrease in physical defense, but it depends. If we're going to like a dungeon next and we're just fighting a lot of trash, I might equip that for sure. The way Ben says pumpkin is violence to my ears. I'm sorry, man. Sometimes I just say words weird. It's just how it goes. Alright, Seraphis, I rarely see synthing with old armor. Oh, we synth all the time. We do. That's not accurate at all. Thank you, Certainly City. Thank you, thank you. We need to get some more gold.
Estelle and I will be resting in the inn.
But I have to...
We're going to get some rest. What about you, Yuri?
We're kind of out of money, so we'll go ahead and rest.
I could use some time off my feet too.
Yuri, please wake up. Yuri!
Huh? Oh, I was really zonked out, huh?
To kind of, it might be a little bit confusing of my method, and this might not be admittedly a correct method when it comes to weapons and armor, but what I want to do, and it's all limited by money, is I want to go and I want to buy stuff, so I have that stuff. So we go to a new place, or we return to a place, and if they have new stock, I'll upgrade everybody just from buying things. And then we'll have those materials, so when we do synth, we can get an even further bump. That's kind of the thought process, if that makes any sense.
Good morning, sleepyhead. Though it's more good afternoon now, ain't it?
Oh, hey, old man. You're back. What about Carol?
Haven't seen him since I left the Union. I reckon he's still there.
I hope he's okay.
Well, since the old man's back, does that mean everything's settled with the Union? Did you see the Dawn?
Well...
The Dawn.
As soon as the Don heard what happened with Harry and Nordopolica, he left the Union.
By himself? That's not like him. Where did he go?
Well, and this is just my intuition, mind you, I think he's headed for Leviathan's Claw's compound, the Manor of the Wicked.
What?
But Jaeger is the head of Leviathan's Claw. That's so dangerous.
Well, I don't think Jaeger'd try anything against the Don. If they went up against the Union, they could lose all of their business, for one.
So why did the Don go out there?
So, anyway, I'm sorry, but the Don's left the city.
Well then, should we go to Leviathan's Claw's compound?
You believe the old man's intuition?
If the Don's going up against Leviathan's Claw, we can't very well sit around and twiddle our thumbs. There's no guarantee the scum won't try to attack him.
Well, all right then. I'm not really one for waiting anyway.
Patty still isn't back, huh? Then I guess we have no choice. We'll have to leave her behind. Estelle,
Damn.
will you wait here?
I'm going with you.
It might happen yet, but if there's one person I need to be at our party, it's Estelle. The anxiety would be through the roof if we didn't have our reliable nurse caster.
Estelle, don't overdo it. Are you sure you're up to this?
Yes, I'm absolutely fine.
Estelle.
So, you all know where the Manor of the Wicked is?
I figured you knew, old man. Aren't you coming with us?
Well, yeah, I guess I am.
Well then, it's decided. We'll just go pick up Carol and... What the...
It sounded from the direction of the bridge.
Uh-oh.
Let's go and see.
Such a jolly jingle after angry cries. Nice. Don't forget to change your costume. Haven't forgotten. I think we're just going to keep it on default for a
What's
little
with
while.
all these people?
I kind of like it.
Carol's over there.
The Dawn protected this city from the Empire. He protected our honor. Even if we're the only ones helping, we owe it to the Dawn to protect the city.
Hold your horses. Settle down, all of you. What's all this commotion?
We've heard that a group from Palestrale has been spotted near Heliord.
Their leader got killed thanks to a mistake of one of our own. It's only natural they'd want to talk about the incident.
Once they learn the Dawn's left town, things could get ugly. We must defend the city from them until Dawn returns.
We got to get the Dawn.
If y'all weren't so eager to fight, the Don wouldn't have had to leave in the first place. Soon as they learn there's fighting between guilds, don't you think the knights are bound to stick their noses in our business again?
There's an exclamation mark above Estelle's head. That's just how Estelle always feels. She's always just so invested in whatever's going on. She cares so much.
Dongrest is independent from the Empire. The Imperial Knights are in no place to tell us what to do.
The friendship treaty still ain't finalized yet, you know.
Yuri! Everyone! What do we do? This is gonna become a war between guilds if we don't do something! If only the Dawn were here.
They say that the Dawn may have gone to the Leviathan's Claw compound, the Manor of the Wicked.
What a beautiful name that is. You could only get away with it in a game like this. He ran off to the Manor of the Wicked.
What? Really?
Well, probably so.
We were about to see if we could go there. Want to come with us?
But there's a chance that the Dawn's not there, right?
Yeah, it was just the old man's intuition after all.
If he's not there, war could break out while we're out looking for him. Yuri, what should we do? What would be best?
Well, we should be able to handle the Manor of the Wicked ourselves. You go ahead and do what you think you should do.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go and talk to everyone.
Do you think this is the right choice?
We don't have much choice. We can't follow the Dawn and guard the city at the same time.
I hope that we find the Dawn at the Manor of the Wicked.
We're his backup. If Jaeger's the one Dawn's up against, he'll need all the help he can get.
Hey, you even know where you're going? It's straight to the west of here. Hey, wait for me!
If the Dawn really did go meet with Jaeger, what could the reason have been? And why would he go alone?
It's not to deepen the ties of their friendship, that's for sure. It was probably because he didn't want his subordinates to get wrapped up in the mess.
Well, that's just one more example of how much the guilds love doing things the hard way. Upholding every rule, settling every score. Is it all really that important?
Hey, if we're going after the Dawn, now's the time. We can have special sharing time later.
We'll have to decide if we want Repeat or Raven. And I have not done a great job of equipping either one. I think we want Repeat. Hey Ben, just want to say I've been enjoying the Tales streams and the Easy A shows like crazy lately. It's always such a great stress-relieving time tuning in for all your stuff. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, C Machine. That's really nice of you. Yeah, I think there's just some minor, like not huge things, but very minor things I've felt a lot better about, which has been nice. I feel like I've gotten more into a streaming rhythm now, which is nice. It's not as stressful as it used to be. Very, very nice. Changes in art. That's probably worth it. So I assume the Manor of the Wicked is a dungeon. We might get some juicy gold out of that. And we're going to equip you, I think, with this so we can earn some more money. Should be great. Let's save real quick. Let's go to the end and save. Everybody's good to go. Streaming gives you major anxiety. Yeah, it's hard in the sense that I'm bad at multitasking. Some people are fantastic at it. But like you both want to engage and have a conversation and get to know people while also trying to play a game moderately in a moderate See, I can't even talk right. You want to play a game okay. Really sad that you're not coming with us, Carol, but it's okay. I think we actually saw The Manor of the Wicked. Yes.
I'll do my best.
That's why
I find it most impressive when, like, speedrunners just stream in the most casual way. They're sitting there just brutalizing a game and doing so very, very well. No, this is not the manor. Where are you at, manor?
Hold
Do
still.
you think all the allies are great at streaming? I really don't watch other allies stream. I think Kyle is the best at streaming, for sure. But I think he's always been good. I think other allies have definitely improved a lot, which is
Smile of wavering darkness. The sign of victory.
speedrunners get so good they can play it in their sleep. Yeah, but I know that, but it's weird when they're having deep questions about life and they're streaming in their sleep. They're playing it in their sleep, you know? Like, they're having just really, really deep questions and getting world records and that. What is this? What are you? Tower of Gears, not the Tower of Gears. Okay. We probably don't have it on our map because we haven't been there. He said directly west. Huh. The only icon that I could see that would be directly west of the city is that pink one. Any idea how far you are into this game? I think we're around the halfway mark. If what chat was saying was correct. We're around the halfway mark. Not sure though. So what does this pink dot indicate? We're going to investigate the pink dot. Punishing air fan. Good job. Good job, Ricky. Already showing your worth. Already showing your worth.
All right.
They know each other.
You know what we might do to speed this along? That I don't think we've ever used on this stream? Or maybe we've used it once. Yeah, we're going to use... I think we might have used it in the desert. We're going to use a holy bottle. We're going to keep things away from us. Okay, what is that mound over there? Maybe that's our manor. We'll have to go through the other exit here. Love and respect to one and all. A wild ram star. 12 months. Thank you, dude. I don't know if you guys watched the Q&A. But I'm going to reiterate a point I said in the Q&A. One of the things that makes me the happiest is when I, like, come to the Easy Allies channel or any other place where allies, like, congregate and get together. And, like, you guys have made friends with each other. Like, yeah, you initially came here for us, but now, over time, you come here to just chill and talk with each other. That's the best. And to see everybody treat each other so well, I think is very rare for gaming communities. So it's something... It makes me very proud, even though I don't know if we had all that much to do with it.
Whoa.
Where are you going?
We're going to meet the Dawn.
I'm going too.
Are you done with what you were doing?
My results weren't that good, so I'm going to meet the Dawn like I first planned.
I'm warning you though, our destination is the Leviathan's Claw hideout.
Huh? I really don't get how things turned out that way, but that's exactly my kind of place.
Then follow me.
Hey, hold on.
What is it, old man?
You do realize what going to the enemy's compound means, right?
What it means?
We're gonna be on their turf, playing by their rules. If we get there and we're not ready to roll, they could give us a mighty beatdown and it'd be lights out for us.
So, you're asking if we're totally prepared to go?
We're ready to roll, old man.
You sure?
You're worrying more than usual. We're ready.
Yeah? Well then, let's go.
Plans to be part of the next full playthrough. I don't think we've decided what the next full playthrough is going to be. There's definitely games that I want to stream, and want to like lead the charge on.
What sort of fellow is this Don?
So I'll be
He's
part
an
of it
old
at some
man
point,
that's
for sure.
just larger than life.
In that case, I'm sure meeting him will provide a clue to the riddle of Ifreed. Don Whitehorse.
Huh?
Did you say his last name was Whitehorse?
Oh, well, you just said it yourself, right?
Huh?
Alright, skits. Weekly Hunts is probably the closest I've felt as part of the community. Can't wait to see it back. Yeah! I'm excited for Weekly Hunts too. I think the absence has made the want grow even stronger. For sure. Hurry the hell up, Iceborne. It's kind of where I'm at. And I think fighting game streams are really good for that too. The problem with fighting game streams is, I mean, you could say the same for Monster Hunter streams, is not everybody wants to play fighting games, and so it doesn't appeal to the whole community. But just getting together and playing matches with each other is such a good time.
We'll destroy them in no time.
Learning, getting better, getting salty together. That's all good. Wrong way. This is the forest we went into earlier. This is not the right place. You're right, Otoshi. We definitely went on autopilot there. There was a bridge. All right, we'll keep a lookout. Is it that creepy manor in the background, perhaps? There we go.
Prepare to meet your doom.
I'm not great at navigation in games in general, for sure, but I feel like especially when I'm streaming, it just goes out the window.
Repeat.
I just go on autopilot and it gets bad. I feel like Zoro from One Piece. Just like go west, immediately turns around and goes east. That's how I feel. Ace Attorney, I've never played any of those. Yeah, streaming Ace Attorney would be fun for me. It is one that I worry about. It's not a comment on the games, really. I just don't know how enjoyable they'd be to watch to stream.
Don't get
I could be
careless.
very wrong about that. Maybe they'd be awesome. But just because it's so dialogue heavy all the time, or not all the time, a lot of the time,
All right,
I'd
here
be a
we
little
go.
worried about that. I'd have the same worry with a visual novel, for instance. They're fun streams, I can promise you that. Yeah, I mean, the cases themselves, like, just seeing the facial expressions. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. The Manor of the Wicked.
I'm guessing this is the Manor of the Wicked.
It's so heavily guarded.
We should wait and see what the situation is like first.
Can't get too comfortable, though.
Shh, they're arguing about something.
What part of let us in are you having trouble with?
Like I said, your timing just seems a little too perfect. Don't you have anything to prove who you say you are?
You know what? Actually, we don't. Let us through. The dawn is here. We don't have time to sit and chat.
Okay, chat. Seriously, like, god damn it. I didn't even notice the hoot hoot. I just didn't hear it. And I'm like, why are they saying hot in chat? What happened to chat? Why are they being so weird? And then I heard it. And then I heard the hoot hoot. Okay.
So, the old man did come here.
Bingo. This is our chance to listen in.
Didn't you go looking for proof that the hunting blades were after that dragon rider?
I told you, we received word that the dawn was headed here before we could arrive at Mount Tenza. We couldn't very well ignore news like that, could we?
The hunting blades are out to get Judy?
What are you waiting for? You won't be any use to Jaeger if we have to give you a beating.
We'll let you through, but not without an escort. You don't mind, I hope.
Whatever, just let us in.
What luck! Now there's less guards to worry about.
Guess we better strike while the iron's hot.
Who the hell are you? Hey!
Nice, Rapide.
Nice, Rapide.
This enemy doesn't look so nice.
We must be cautious.
Yeah, okay, we don't have... We're gonna switch this to recover, because poison is popular around these parts.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
That a little
Nice.
too rough for you?
Whoa. Getting blue there, Yuri.
I think we're still in the clear.
Chat, help me out here. Why did the Don retreat to the manor again? What was his reasoning?
So let's make what they're getting inside.
Why do you think the hunting blades would be after Judith?
If they're looking for Apatheia, maybe they want the dragon she was riding. If he's an Entelikeia, he might become an Apatheia like Bellius. I mean, when he dies.
Which means Harry's request wasn't the only reason they wanted to take Bellius down. They want those Apatheia something bad.
Judy!
Judy might be in trouble, but we should help the Dawn out first. Especially with those two charming young ladies in there.
Aye! Let's be quick and clean this place up.
Sure. We should be on our way.
I'm just worried about Judith.
Are we gonna have to fight the Don as well?
So you'll be going to Mount Tenza?
But the Dawn...
We're practicing deciding for ourselves, remember? Let's move.
I'm coming too! She'd be upset if I left the Dawn like this to go looking for her. I can just hear her saying, "My, what did you think you were doing?"
Don't worry about that lady. She's tough.
Alright, let's get the old Dawn out of this place. Looks like we found one more thing we can't ignore.
Okay.
Alright. Somebody was saying there was a bug with this place that you should save before you go in, which is great advice. Maybe it doesn't exist in this version of the game, but better safe than sorry. Zeronautic, how do you feel about review bombing? Review bombing is mostly dumb, I would say. Like, if people are angry about a decision being made with a game, I understand that. And I do think it has an effect, but I guess what I mean when I say it's dumb is it's always funny to go and read Metacritic user reviews where, like, they're giving it a 0 because they got stuck at something, or they're giving it a 0 because, like, something happened with their order. Like, that is not helpful to anybody, and it's a weird way to vent that feels a little destructive. So I think in those instances, review bombing is pretty dumb.
I never would have guessed we'd have to chase down the Don and then go make Judith talk. It looks like the hunting blades are on the move too.
I want to know how Leviathan's Claw managed to get that information. I'm sure there's something they're after.
Judith.
I know you're worried, but let's just deal with what's right in front of us for now.
Right. Let's look for the Dawn.
Okay, we're going to return to the field map and try to save here. Sukyoku, 30 months. Thank you, man. Should have swapped the Flynn counter out for a Don counter. Yeah, the thing about the counter, the reason why we stopped is it was like a fun idea at first. It's like, oh, they're saying Flynn a lot. Was not ready for an Atlantic Ocean of Flins. It was way too much. Not exactly the same, but when I see Amazon reviews that give it 1 star because it arrived late or something really frustrates me. Sure, I think that's totally fair. Yeah, I do like something that Amazon does that is very helpful is when they curate their reviews a little bit and they're like, here's the best, like here's a really good positive review and here's a really good negative review. I enjoy that a lot. I find that helpful. What's that beeping sound? Did you guys hear that?
We'll destroy them in no time.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Sharpened rage. Which blows our future.
Why is Borderlands getting a review bomb? Out of curiosity. That's what I thought. Yeah.
That's what happens when
I saw the. It hasn't been confirmed that it's an Epic Game Store exclusive, right? But that's the leak or the theory at the moment. Or has it been confirmed? It is now confirmed? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I get why people are frustrated with that. Like, I'm sympathetic with this strong-arming that is happening with the Epic Game Store. I think people have a valid point with it.
I wonder what they were thinking, building a big manor out in the middle of nowhere like this.
Isn't it obvious? Crooked plots and intrigue.
We should hurry and finish what we need to do before we get caught up in anything.
That's not so bad here, Estelle. Why not take our time and get the full tour?
Are you thinking of exposing some crooked plots and intrigue while we're here?
Nah, I wasn't thinking about any of that. Being in someone's home is just so relaxing is all.
I can't believe you.
We don't have time for this. We're going on ahead, old man.
No, wait for me!
I'll do my best.
I don't know if I exactly want to turn this into a whole thing, because I don't know if the stream is the appropriate venue for it, but it's really such a frustrating situation for me because I want to see developers get more money, just straight up. Everybody wants that though, right? That's not something that is unique to me. I think everybody wants to see more support for developers. But it's just frustrating that that increased cut comes at the expense of a store that is not really an option. It's being forced on you. And maybe that would be okay if it was up to par with other services like Steam, but it's not. And when it's missing so many things and it's your only option, it just feels like it's kind of being shoved down your throat. And I think that is a fair thing to be upset about. For sure.
Look,
White Horse!
that's the dawn?
Stand back.
Didn't you say Leviathan's Claw would never try something like this, old man?
The dawn's the one that started all this.
What? Then that means the old man's...
Nobody would be mad if Epic if Borderlands 3 is available on Epic and Steam. That would mean consumers would have the choice to pick the better launcher. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and I think people would be a lot more forgiving with the fact that Epic wasn't up to snuff if it wasn't being shoved down people's throats. But when you do that, you have to step up your game and be a better service, or of course other people are going to be upset because now they suddenly have to deal with something that's less good.
Just what do you think you're doing here, you damn fools? Bringing young ones to a place like this?
Bravo! I really should thank you for such a heart-rending performance.
What the hell's he talking about?
Get out of the way!
This one's strong. Don't just stand there whining.
Alright, we go up to the casters first.
Shoot.
Well, not casters, ranged folk. Get all clumped up, please. That's beautiful. Give me the clump up. Give me the fatal strike. Wait a minute. Hold up. You leave her alone. You leave her alone. Wonderful.
First aid! Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor on this land!
I am not.
I would love for the next Tales game to just have a ridiculous budget. To just go bonkers on the amount of assets that they could fill in the world. To go all in. Because they've done it. They've nailed the combat so well. They've nailed it so well. I just want to give them a little bit more money.
I will use this power for justice.
The bug happens when you go up to the second floor. There's a safe spot just for safety. So what is the bug exactly? We need to see if Rita has learned that skill, by the way. Would you buy a Yakuza with a turn-based battle system? You know the answer to that. You know the answer.
He's gone after Jaeger.
Let's go.
From Badness gifted 5 subs. Thank you. You've gifted 133 in this channel. It's nuts, man. Thank you. Alright, Rita. I think I said Estelle. I meant Rita. No, we haven't learned it yet. Not quite. Okay, save point on the second floor. Look at that! Okay. Great stuff.
Let's eliminate them. Oh, flickering blaze burn.
Just smacked me with his crossbow. Sick of his shit. There we go. Have any of the allies played Blaster Master Zero 2 yet? No, I did revisit Blaster Master Zero 1. I didn't really like it when it came out, but I was giving it another chance, and I liked it quite a bit more than I did the first time. I still have some problems with it, but I'd like to get through that before playing Zero 2. I like Inti Creates. I like the cut of their jib. Sometimes it feels like Inti Creates is making games specifically for me.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye. Oh, flickering blaze burn.
Dragon Sword!
Pile of wavering darkness. So good. Nurse! It's really hurt.
He interrupted that art with just a shot. Just a strong show of force. Alright, man.
Alright, who's next? Kill! Kill! Dragon!
We can be more aggressive with this too. Oh, Ghost Wolf! New art.
Okay, let's go.
If Iceborne was an Epic exclusive, I'm going to take it on Capcom, take it out on Capcom. Well, that would be especially infuriating because it's not coming out on PC right away, which is awful. I really hate that. That crossbow noise seems so loud. It does seem pretty loud, huh? Alright, let's check out this new art. Lunge and attack, then quickly get behind the enemy to finish off with an attack. I wonder if this would be good for just closing distance on enemies. Ghost Wolf. Maybe there's still hope for a simultaneous PC release. Yeah, I really think they should. I really think they should. Any plans for Sekiro spoiler mode? Yeah, there is. The thing with spoiler modes is, especially with games like Sekiro and longer games, is we want... I think it's a better discussion when we get more people on there. And so I think it's worth waiting for people to get through things so we can do it. But, you know, when those people aren't primarily responsible for covering those things, sometimes it can take a little bit longer. And so I get that it's frustrating. I know that like the time for Sekiro spoiler mode is right now, but we just want to give you guys the best discussion that we can. So we do want to do it. It is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. This is awesome. What are the skills for this thing? Changes in art. I don't know if I fully understand these changes in art stuff. Cooking is so good. Completely agree, Ben. Looking forward to it. You guys are so patient with us. It's really a gift. It's really a gift. Alright, hold on. Is there another enemy? I want to try the distance on this art, see what happens. Okay, it's a little bit. So, like, yes, it does. Oh, we didn't get that.
Are you done already?
Was Yoshi a good chill game after Sekiro? Yeah, Yoshi was really great.
I did it!
I imagine that a lot of people are going to sleep on that game just because they think they know what it is, and I was that same way before I played it. I was like, I know exactly what to expect, but it was a lot more surprising than I anticipated. I think the level design is, by and large, pretty great. And the final boss is wonderful.
Don't just stand
there
whining.
Really has this very distinct identity, I think, that separates it from Woolly World and things like Herpes Epic Yarn quite a bit. And ends up being a lot more special than I anticipated. For sure. I'm excited to see what Blood thinks of it. when he gets through it. And I know Kyle is playing it too.
I'll blow you away! Shining Fang! You're dead! Divine Wolf!
He ran away, but then we also caught somebody else in the way back. Not too bad. We don't block. We don't block. We rely on Estelle too much. I think someone said before, but running attacks can pip a guy on the ground. Yes, they can. They can. Repeat his best boy. Wish I could have a doggo like him. Thanks, Lotius. How you doing, man?
That's the luck.
Super Chain 4. Alright. Come on, Magic Combo. You see the trailer for the new MK11 lady? Yeah! At first, I was not sure how to feel, but she really warmed up to me. She seems like a lot of fun. She seems like she could be very annoying to fight against. But yeah, I like her. Very different from the whole rest of the crew. And I like that. I like that. I'm into her. What is her name? Setia? Something like that. She's definitely Injustice 2 inspired. Yeah, I saw people saying that she seems like kind of an Injustice-y.
Let's eliminate them. Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Holy power, come to me!
Patty in over repeat? Yeah, we can put... If you want some Patty, we can... Not against it. Especially if we just have more fights like this. Nightingale?
Are you done already?
Do they have a combat cast today? I believe Jay was saying that they do. I am shocked at how excited I am for Mortal Kombat. Cetrion is her name. It's the character. Cetrion. Combat cast got delayed to tomorrow? Okay. That's good, because then I might actually be able to watch it. Nightingale's because of her altered arts. The altered arts stuff confuses me. What the hell is Nightingale? Alright, we'll put Patty in. Feels right. It's a modifier to nurse. How does it modify nurse? We're pretty bare bones on Patty equipment, which is rough. Reducing this TP consumption by 33%, we actually might slap that on Yuri. That is really, really good. And Yuri's arts are very, very good. And cutting that down by a third, well, just make everybody happy. Oh, the Thief's Cape. I was just focusing on the agility, but the increase in defense is so good. have a thief's cape. Why don't you? Yeah, we'll put that on you. Repeat had the money accessory. That's true. That's true. I think I'm gonna keep her with the increased defense.
We'll destroy them in no time.
Kill! All right. All right.
Do we have an ability that lets us recover health with fatal strikes? I think we might.
All right, here we go. Yay! All right, we did it!
5 more healing is enlarged healing. If you do it 50 times, you will learn Nightingale permanently. Great. Hey Estelle, always cast Nurse. Thanks. What is my favorite kind of patty? Hamburger patty, peanut butter patty, peppermint patty. I love me a good hamburger, man. Thoughts on Spike Chunsoft's Zonky Zero and AI, the Summonum files? Intentionally, not really any thoughts, just because I kind of want to go into those games blind and see what they're all about. Doing that with, say, Zero Escape or Danganronpa was very beneficial, just kind of going along for the ride.
I'm taking you down.
And so I'm interested in them, but I don't really have a lot to say until I get my hands on them and can see where they take me. We might have to change Patty's tactics. Yes.
That's over.
The Sea Machine, 10 months. Thank you, Sea Machine. Same, actually, except for the questionable content that got censored in Zonky Zero, I really don't know. Oh my god, what just happened? Chat, are we still live? My monitor just went out. Okay, so you guys can see everything. Everything's okay, but my monitor that I'm playing the game on went out. Okay, we're back. We're back. Everything's okay. This whole censoring thing stuff is really lame. Like, they're censoring these games in the dumbest way. Like, the people that are playing these games don't want that, and so it's like, who are you helping? It's really fucking stupid. I don't get it at all. It's my dog Kyle, subscribed for 34 months. Thank you, man. Good to see you. Is there no tabletop today? There is no tabletop today. Their tabletop is on hiatus. There's a Patreon post up about it if you'd like to read.
I never dreamed you'd try anything this risky.
I finally made up my mind that this mudball be a much prettier place without you on it.
The other Master Guilds surely won't like you ignoring the Union's laws for your personal vendetta.
Wasn't the Zonky Zero stuff like questionable content involving children, though? That's a completely different case. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't comment on Zonky Zero specifically, I guess, because I don't know what the content is. But the Devil May Cry 5 stuff is a good example. Like, it just feels really... Like, what is it accomplishing when it's happening?
And I'll face the consequences. But it's daybreak now. Looks like I've underestimated your touch. I'm out of time. If I don't get myself back to Dongrest, those fools gonna start a war with each other.
Oh, I think it's a bit late to prevent that little accident from happening.
A couple of eggs might have to be broken, but I'm prepared to pay a price.
A price?
You still got us to deal with, Jaeger.
Well, it looks like the tide's taken a turn. Yeah, indeed. Bye-bye.
Hey, wait!
Damn, that guy's a regular vanishing act.
Now what's with all of you? Just how you figure coming down here be the smart thing to do?
Who's that little kid?
I ain't no little kid. I'm Patty.
I'm sorry about that. Patty, huh? Why don't you come over here and show me your face? Now this is a surprise.
Huh?
You're a dead ringer for Ifrid. The very spitting image.
He knows.
Huh? Then it really is true that Patty is Ifrid's granddaughter?
Granddaughter? You're his... Huh. I never heard nothing about that scoundrel having a granddaughter.
Huh. So Patty's guess was right on the mark.
As his relative, I bet you must have suffered quite a bit over Ifrid's infamous incident.
I've got my own reasons for following Ifrid's trail. I thought that since you were his friend, Dawn, you might know something.
It'd be an exaggeration to say that we were ever friends. He just did whatever he wanted to do. I never knew where he was or what he was doing. And I ain't got a clue about that now, either.
I see. Haven't you met him somewhere recently?
It's pretty sucky how Lady and Trish hardly did anything in the story except appear naked. It's my least favorite part of Devil May Cry 5, actually. The fact that, like, the Lady and Trish served absolutely no purpose and were just there. And were really awkwardly forced in ways that, yeah, I don't know. I like Lady and Trish quite a lot as characters, and I really like Lady in DMC3 in particular. I think she's awesome in DMC3. And so to have them be sidelined in that way, like, it just, I hate it.
Have I? Can't rightly say.
This is a keepsake left by an ally of yours. We were asked to bring it to you.
Looks like I caused you all some trouble. Of all the... Why'd she have to wind up like this?
Just what is an apatheia, anyway?
Well, you see... Afraid I don't have time to explain it now. Hate to cut and run, but I'll leave the rest of these guys to you.
We were so close to getting our bombs dropped.
We should think about getting out of here, too.
Hey, let me try and buy the old man some time.
Raven?
Come on.
Guess we'd better. This one's pretty tough.
We must be cautious.
Cut!
I'm actually okay with Kyrie not being in the game, really, because they didn't do anything with that story, or I thought it was underdeveloped before. And so, I think what they chose to focus on with Kyrie was much better. 5.
I am not gonna let them kill the Dawn. think it's about time.
I agree.
You don't mean from up here?
If I played Shin Megami Tensei 4, I reviewed Shin Megami Tensei 4. You can probably find that review on the internet somewhere. It was for Game Trailers.
Ah!
I got a bad feeling about this. We should get back to Dongrest.
We came all this way.
I'm the spitting image of Ifrid. Not the picture I had in my head.
Indeed. I thought he'd be an imposing figure like Dawn.
I'm all muddled. I need to ask Dawn for more details.
Okay. Chat, we have a new dream. I want Patty to have a flashback scene where it's revealing what Ifrid looks like, and it's just Patty. They're the same. Ifrid is just a little girl. That's what I want. These are my dreams. These are my demands. Patty with huge biceps. Yes. Even more acceptable. Tags for Patty. Thank you, Arceraphis. I meant to do that and just forgot. Just forgot. Full attack, full arts. Up to you with items. What is this nonsense? Speaking of censoring in games, I thought Sekiro would have had something censored with the inclusion of Buddha. Yeah, interesting. I feel like censoring over religious imagery has changed a little bit, but it still happens. I know Tekken went through that. I think Street Fighter went through that not that long ago. So it does still happen. But it doesn't seem as like zealous as when Nintendo was doing it with RPGs.
This is awesome!
Did you watch either Mob Psycho 100 or Kaguya this season? We actually talked about Mob Psycho 100 quite a bit at the beginning of the stream. I will watch Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. For sure. I just haven't yet. Kaguya looks really great, though. It looks like a fun time. But I haven't watched it yet. I'm trying to get through Hunter x Hunter. But Kaguya, I mean, with all this shonen that I'm watching, something like Kaguya that's a little bit more light-hearted and comedic, I think would be nice. For sure. Kaguya is so good. Yeah, that's good to hear. It seems like people are into it. Kaguya is an instant classic. The manga is so great. I always hate hearing that. Not that you did anything wrong, but I prefer reading manga, and so when somebody say that's the best way to consume something, I don't know. I'll probably, if I do consume it though, it probably will be the anime, just because it'll maybe be a little bit easier.
The Union and Palestrole are squaring off against each other with Hopeful and Blastia! The Dawn is back, but something's not right!
So, he made it back in time. Looks like my hunch was right, though.
What do you mean, your hunch?
He's been planning for this to end in his death all along.
What?
Why would he want to do something like that?
To set things right?
Bellius died because of Harry's rash behavior. She's the Duce of Nordapalica. You can't just say, sorry, I got some bad information.
This game is about owning up to your mistakes.
Which means there's gotta be compensation to make up for losing Bellius.
So the price Don mentioned back at the Manor of the Wicked was...
His own life. Once he made up his mind to sacrifice himself, taking down Jaeger wasn't a problem. Even if it meant going against the laws.
No, he can't do that!
There has to be some other way.
Both sides are at the breaking point, though. This thing could go off at the drop of a hat. And if it starts, it'll mean all-out war between the Union and Palestrale.
Not sure we have the time to find some other way.
I'm going with Carol.
Oh, they don't have rooms. No. That's okay. We have cooking still. Did I platinum Sekiro? I did not. I did not platinum Sekiro.
Hang in there, kid. You're a boss now, right?
But it's like there's nothing I can do on my own.
Now it's your turn.
So then ask for help. That's what friends are for, right?
Don!
Take good care of them, and they'll be there whenever you need them.
I'm coming with you.
Like hell you are!
We can't capture the punch exactly, but we should capture the moment.
Well, old man, it's been fun.
Raven, you better nail Jaeger for me.
That's a heavy load for somebody like me.
You're the only one I can ask.
White Horse.
Little lady, try going underground to the storeroom in the city's tavern. There's a wall there inscribed with Eifried's name. If you're his granddaughter, it ain't a bad idea to take a glimpse at the kind of things he did and how he lived.
He was an anime fan.
We're so grateful for everything your darling grandson's done to us. Really.
The boy has made a mess of things. He may be my idiot grandson, but he's also a full member of the Union. And it falls upon any leader to take responsibility for the mistakes of their people. So say the laws. Take me, then. Let my head atone for Bellius.
Don.
Idiot. These guilds, they're all filled with nutcases.
Man,
So, who's gonna be my second?
Don is so fucking cool. You cowards.
It would be my honor.
Guess you're stuck doing a job nobody much wants.
I know that we said last time that it was the best the story had been. I really do think the Bellius stuff was great. This is even better. We've ascended.
You too.
No kidding. Yuri, I was looking forward to watching you go places. I'll make sure to save you a spot in hell.
I don't think they'd let me into the hell you're going to.
I won't forget that attitude, boy.
And I won't forget your resolve, Don Whitehorse.
Dawn! Listen up. You all gotta stand on your own 2 feet from here on. There's a new age coming, so get out there and make it for yourselves.
Everyone here seems to have calmed down.
Have you ever attempted the Fate franchise, or is it too degenerate? Too degenerate? What? No, I haven't. I'm interested in it, but I've wanted to do the visual novel. I just haven't gotten around to it, unfortunately. But I'm interested in it. I played some Fate Grand Order, and I really liked Fate Grand Order quite a bit, and I really liked the premise of Fate. So the interest is there, but I just one of those things. Haven't done it yet. But no, it's not. It has nothing to do with degeneracy.
Feels more like they're expecting the end of the world.
Carol's been taking the Dawn's passing pretty hard, too.
And it looks like things are keeping the old man busy. I guess it comes with being a member of Altosk.
Huh.
I haven't seen Patty for a while now.
She might be in the sewer tunnels.
Oh, right. That's what the Dawn was talking about.
He gave up his own life to make amends for what happened. The guilds take their laws pretty seriously.
The pride of living by the laws of the guild. Taking responsibility. Accepting the choices he'd made. The Dawn practiced what he preached.
And he was willing to stake his life on those beliefs.
Responsibility. Choices.
I've got to get these things figured out myself. Best to start with our guild. With brave Vesperia.
Yuri? Where are you?
Just going for a walk.
He probably went looking for Carol.
Carol.
I say degenerate because yes, FGO is pretty gotcha. For sure. For sure. Maybe Chad could help me out with this. This is me seeking real advice here. So, I've played a good number of gacha games. The ones that I've enjoyed the most are Grand Blue Fantasy, Fire Emblem Heroes, and Fate. Actually, Langrisser was okay too. I've played Langrisser the least out of those, but I would play more Langrisser. Anyway, I feel like it's hard sticking with any of them. Like, I don't know why I fall off them so much. They can become so frustrating, and just they're not demanding, but it's always weird because in my mind they should be these very casual things that I pick up and play whenever I want, and then sometimes I'll take a break from something for months. Like Fire Emblem Heroes is a good example, and then I'll pick it back up. It'll be like, here's all of these new currencies and ways of progression, and it's just like, it's not that it's not good or cool, but it's almost like I don't want to spend the time figuring more stuff out. But I also want these games to have depth and complexity, and so I feel like I want this hypocritical thing out of mobile games that they can't give me. I don't know.
Now my hands have killed someone I never wanted to kill. Dawn, that feeling still hasn't left my hands. You really were a piece of work, old man.
Just becomes there are better stuff to play over them. That's the other thing too, Art Surface. I actually completely agree with that. Like those games that I mentioned, I enjoyed playing them, but I don't enjoy them obviously nearly as much as full games. And so that's what I mean, where I want to treat it very casually. Like they're not as enjoyable to me as console, PC, or dedicated handheld games, but I still enjoy them enough that I'm curious. It's a really awkward position for them to be in. If you were in Yuri's shoes, could you have killed Dawn? Oh no, I would just recruit Dawn. I think, or I'd attempt to recruit Dawn. That's what I would do. Hey, there's Carol. We found him. What's up, bud?
Yuri. There wasn't anything I could do. The Dawn, and all the rest of you, you'd all made up your minds and did what you could. Nobody in this town's gonna listen to anything I've got to say. So I was thinking I should try talking with Palestrale instead. But they might be done talking, and just attack anyway. When I thought that, I was too scared to go alone. So I ended up not going at all. I'm not good for anything.
What about Judy? Weren't you gonna look for her?
I can't. I can't go with you anymore, Yuri. Just not cut out to be the boss of a guild.
Is that it then? Is that all guilds and brave Vesperia mean to you? Just walking away from the dream like that?
But I wanted to be the best guild! To be useful to the Dawn! For he's been a role model for me. And now he's not around.
So you're just gonna pack it up and quit? Just what was it the Dawn died for?
I know exactly what will cheer Carol up.
You, of all people, should know the answer to that.
You can always do everything you want, Yuri! You'd never understand how I feel!
Alright, Shinji. It's okay. We love you.
I'm not tough like you! There's no way I can be like you and the Dawn! It's over! Our guild is...
Carol! Don't you remember all the Dawn told you?
Shinji, get in the Ava! Carol! Pilot. Pilot Unit 1.
Did you forget his resolve? As a member of our guild, I'm going to Mount Tenza to find Judy.
Huh?
Brave Vesperia will go on. Even if you don't, this guild is more than just you now.
I don't want to run away. I don't want to, but...
We're gonna have a scene where everybody's clapping for Carol. The Dawn comes back to life. Okay, so I can't change. I was gonna put him in the Klonoa outfit to make him happy. But we can't. Is our party at the end? They've left. They've left. I don't even know what time it is. We're at 1:21. Okay, not bad, not bad. Is easy APST time? Yes, it is. They're not in the end. Maybe they're by the entrance. They are. They're right there. Hi, Stella.
Carol.
How you doing?
Do you think he'll be all right?
He'll be fine.
But...
Well now, if it isn't that darling boy and girl. How very nice to see you both.
Jaeger!
You've got some nerve showing your face after planting the seeds of war.
Seeds of war? I'm quite sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Attacking Palestrale is a matter for the Union to decide.
Yup, that's right. We just helped inform their decision.
Exactly. Understand, my little friends?
I'll give you something to smile about.
That's enough for today, I think. It is the day of the Dawn's passing, after all. We're still in mourning, you see. The world lost a great man today. It most certainly did.
What is it you guys are after? Get the Dawn out of the way to take control of the Union?
Oh, no. Our little business will most surely be easier without support Dawn around, but... let's not go there. I've come today for my own personal reasons.
I don't want to disgrace the Dawn by doing something I'll regret later. You should leave before I change my mind.
It is not only you who are mourning this death, you know. Be seeing you then.
Even
Jaeger
is
chuckles in
mourning Dawn.
Eurobeat is pretty good.
I don't understand. Hadn't he been trying to get rid of Don Whitehorse himself?
The old man was a nuisance to Leviathan's Claw, but maybe things were a little different for Jaeger on a personal level.
You mean like the difference between guilds and individuals?
Yeah. To the Dawn, there was Jaeger the boss, and Jaeger the person.
The Don did break his own laws and take the fight into his own hands.
Well, we should be on our way.
All right. I told Rita we would be meeting her at the town exit. I also left a message at the inn for Patty.
I said he'll be fine. Let's go.
I want an intense rival. I want like a rival on the level of Virgil. That's what I want. Can you buy that? In real life or in this game? In real life, I think. But I want us to compete at games. That's what I want. Not in this game.
Where are Carol and Patty?
What is the deal with everyone worrying so much? What are both of your plans after this?
I'm going with you, of course. Like I said, I've decided to stick with you guys while I research the air crane.
Right.
I want to go with you as well, Yuri. Now that we know the hunting blades are out to get Judith, we've got to try and help her.
We're not obligated to do anything for her.
Judith shared in our travels. She's one of us.
One of us.
She also destroyed the Ceres Blastia on the ship.
But...
I'm not going out on any mercy mission. I told you I need to set things straight, right?
Yuri...
What does Judy know? What doesn't she know? I'm gonna see that she comes clean about all of it. I have to find out where this guild stands.
Well, we might just end up saving her along the way.
You two are worried about her. I knew it.
What are you talking about? We might, is all I said. Anyway, with all this talk about setting the guild straight, is the fearless leader himself gonna come?
It'll take more than this to keep him down. He'll come.
Oh, Patty's here.
Did you have a look at what your grandpa left behind?
I engraved it all firmly in my memory.
So did it help you remember
Patty, you're
anything?
so weird.
It doesn't look like things are gonna go quite so well. But I can't let myself get discouraged by something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it okay for me to be with you guys a little longer?
I don't mind. Okay, let's go.
What should we do about Raven?
He couldn't come now. He can't turn his back on this town. They lost the Dawn.
You're probably right. The old man has his own agenda to take care of.
I'm gonna miss him.
Think who you're talking about. That guy might just pop up when you least expect it.
So where is this Mount Tenza anyway?
My guess is that it's somewhere north of the sands of Kogor. She mentioned something about living with Baul on a mountain to the north of a desert.
There certainly are plenty of mountains in the northern regions of Desier.
Well, let's start there and see where it takes us.
We'll be going to Désert by ship. Looks like that's where I come in.
All right, let's head to the
Back to the desert! Please be running with bread in your mouth, with toast in your mouth.
Carol!
Please have toast in your mouth.
Wait! I'm coming with you. I might not fully understand the things that Dawn wanted to tell me yet, but Brave Vesperia is our guild. So I've got to come with you guys.
Carol.
I think if I ran away, if I abandoned my friends, that'd be the end. I couldn't come back. That's why I've got to go. Please let me come too.
Of course. You're the boss of this outfit, Captain.
Yuri, thanks. But don't call me boss anymore. I haven't done anything to earn that title yet. Until you really think I'm a boss. Until I don't feel embarrassed when someone calls me boss. I'll just do my part as a fellow member of Brave Vesperia.
Understood, Carol. Not a bad plan.
All right.
It never ends with these guilds. Bunch of hot-headed idiots.
But Rita, you're so happy.
That's exactly what's so good about the guilds, I think.
Oh my god, the monitor turned off again. I think it's like not... like a wire is loose or something? Great.
Yeah. Quite juvenile, isn't it?
Ah! Hey, old man!
Ah, how glorious is youth!
What are you up to?
Huh? Something wrong with my being here?
Well, don't you have your hands full with the Dawn's passing and everything?
You know, it all just seemed a little too bothersome, so I ducked out.
Don't you have shit to do? Raven, why are you here dicking around?
But you owe a lot to the Dawn. Aren't you sad?
Sad? I cried and cried till my throat was hoarse, and there wasn't a tear left in me.
Funny, it doesn't show on you at all.
Huh. So not even Raven the Great can bear to ignore the Dawn's parting words.
What are you talking about? You heard me, didn't you? That burden's too heavy for this beast. I'm sure they'll be able to take care of that piece of business just fine without me.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Oh, man. These kids today, I tell you.
Traveling in a group is loads of fun. It's so lively.
Patty, it's funny that you're saying that and your eyes and smile look as they do. Like, it looks kind of sleazy.
This isn't lively, it's rowdy. Didn't I tell you that before?
Look at that Patty face. Oh my god.
So now we can depart for Jaeger, right?
High on something.
Huh? Why are we going back there?
Why do you still have that face? Change the face.
That's a pretty good hunch you had there. Mount Thames is north of the Sansa Kagor. There's a Critian city there, if memory serves.
And why would you know something like that?
Well, I'm over twice your age, so of course I know twice as many things.
Right.
So are we going, or aren't we?
Can we get to the north of Kagor by boat?
Guess we'll have to see when we get there.
Hoist the sails! The Fiertia is off to sea!
Reunite. Cool. You know, I think I'm going to take this opportunity. We'll watch this skit real quick.
Our swords for freedom, our shield for friendship, our lives for the common good.
The Union Oath, huh?
Do you suppose Ifrid lived according to those words? Or did the wind blow differently?
Well, the fact that Ifrid's signature is on the oath is no simple twist of fortune.
Well, we'll just have to take up the oath for Dawn and Ifrid then, won't we?
Well, Don, looks like the youth have picked up the torch you and Ifrid once carried.
The youth. Don't call him the youth. Sorry, pizza? Not pizza. We're going to take a quick research break, though. Pizza's a good idea. But I want to give you guys something to watch. What do you want to watch? Give me some suggestions. Obviously, we can't watch... I can't give you, like, anime or movies. Give me, like, a trailer or something. Joker trailer. Sure. Sure. Oh, thinking about it, we might get flagged for the Joker trailer. then poor Blood will have to deal with that. I like the idea, though. I don't know if we would, but I worry about poor Blood. Yeah. Give me a game trailer. Read Jason's Anthem article. I have to give you guys something to watch. I'm going to be gone. We can do Borderlands. We can do Borderlands. Pulling this from GameSpot.com. Thank you, GameSpot. Ooh, Sakura Wars trailer. I don't think I've seen that either. I like that, Emmy. Let's watch that too.
Peg.
Alright, that'll do us. It's just a quick research break, so we don't need too much. Just trying to make sure you guys are entertained. Did you guys hear the Peggy? Peggy, 18. Hold up. The dog barking is not in Tales. It's a real life doggo who's barking. If you're curious, there's some beautiful dog outside. Headcanon is Sophie came to visit me, but that's probably not true. Let me know if the dog gets too annoying. We can close the window. She's calling for you, if only. If only. Alright, we got the Borderlands trailer. We'll grab the Sakura Wars trailer too. Alright, chat. I'll be right back. Enjoy this.
Peggy 16.
Chat, I don't know anything about Sakura Wars at all. But I thought that looked really promising. I want to play that game. That is my kind of game. Seen the latest Samurai Showdown trailer? Yes, Profound Madness. That would have been a good suggestion as well. Yes, yes, yes. It looked great. I actually didn't order a pizza. I had some peanuts, and I'm having some unsweetened black tea. Anyone who goes after a mech with just 2 swords has my vote. Sure. What do I want to play more, Astral Chain or Sakura Wars? Astral Chain. But I feel like I have more of a background with where Astral Chain is coming from than Sakura Wars. I've never played a Sakura Wars game. But yeah, Astral Chain. For sure. Peanuts for lunch, just a snack, just a quick snack for the research break. Okay, so we're going southwest. What are your thoughts on the Best Buy leak? Sorry if you've been asked this a lot. Actually, I thought I was going to be asked about it a lot, but I don't think I've been asked about the Best Buy leaks yet. Obviously very excited. We talked to a guest about Metroid Prime Trilogy. But I'm really happy I didn't do a second playthrough of Persona 5. So now I'm extra energized to do another playthrough of Persona 5 on Switch. Curious what this Link to the Past is going to be. I think that's the biggest question mark. But yeah, I haven't played through Metroid Prime 2 or 3 before, so doing that on Switch with potentially the best version sounds great to me. Way on board. Sakura Wars just asks you to believe in the power of girls and mechs. That's like my religion. I kid. We gotta go south a little more. Let's get this, actually. Let's take a quick pit stop. Sakura wars so long, my love. Managing a theater and fighting terrorism while dating a cowgirl that has a horse in her bedroom? What? What? I don't understand.
Don Whitehorse was a real man, wasn't he?
Aye.
What was that
Felt the weight of
voice?
that in your blade as his second. I'm sorry I made you shoulder that burden.
It's all right.
Unbelievable. Why would he accept that role?
Do you think Yuri is really alright?
He's not all right, but I imagine he'll be able to sort it out in his own mind. That lad's got real resolve.
Resolve? Do you mean like with Rago and Cumore?
Aye. Once he's made up his mind and taken up a task, he'll see it done no matter how heavy it is. It's an exhausting path, one this old man could never take.
You aren't alone in that.
All folks like us can do is keep an eye on the lad as he does what he needs to.
That sounded like a third voice actor for Yuri. And Raven sounded just like he recorded that on a flip phone. Hey, Ben in chat, is anyone else not feeling that the mini-bosses and optional side bosses are significantly harder than the main bosses in Sekiro? The mini-bosses are definitely hard. I don't know that I would say they're harder than the main bosses, though. Some mini-bosses are harder than some main bosses, or at least they were for me, for sure, but I don't know if I would say that's true in total. I think we need to go the other way and circle around, and I think there's going to be like a little place where we can go and dock. There's an encounter at the end of Sekiro that's very reminiscent of Dark Souls 2 unfairness, in my opinion. I don't really want you to spoil it for people, but I am curious on who you think that is. There really wasn't a huge unfair moment for me in Sekiro, where I felt like the game was being cheap. But it's interesting to get other people's perspectives and see like what everyone struggled on, what they didn't like, that sort of thing. I think the final boss is perfect. The final boss is definitely very memorable, for sure. And difficult. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. But I just started watching TTE this week. It was almost 3 years ago for you, but I just want to say great job. This is my first D&D experience, and I'm loving it. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it. It makes me happy. It's crazy to think how long we've been doing tabletop. And, like, it's even crazier that, like, people are still watching, people are still into it. Still with the story, still with these characters.
Like this?
What the? Jankiness like that is never bad. Only enhances it.
The sign of victory.
Yeah.
Don't forget me. Think you can take me? Don't forget me. Okay, maybe in that it's a little much. But What the? We're looking at Rita's weapons after this.
That's
You
what
must
happens
have
when I
learned
get
your combo by
serious.
now. You must have. Yeah, you did. Look at this. Rita's gonna be unstoppable. OP, OP.
We'll destroy them in no time.
Part of me feels like the worst bosses in Souls are the ones that you don't even remember are in the game.
Someone protect me while I'm casting.
All right, I'm
Oh,
on
we gotta
it.
get Patty in here. What are we doing? We're a Patty party. Now we're a Patty party, I should say.
Dragon Sworn! Resound, O cry of victory!
I think that's the thing that's magical about Sekiro. I remember each boss and each feels very personal. For sure. Zodak, I'm with you 100%. I feel like in every Souls I can point out areas or bosses that I feel like weren't properly executed on. Like they had an idea but kind of couldn't realize it. I like all of the areas and bosses in Sekiro, and I didn't have any weird moments that didn't click with me. It was the most consistent. If we're comparing it to Demon Souls, Dark Souls, yada yada yada, it was the most consistent for me. Not a fan of the monk. I actually really love the monk. I can understand. I don't want to say, but that thing specifically. But I actually really like the monk a lot. I can see how people would find the monk annoying for a reason that I don't want to get into. Wait, what town are we in? This is not right at all. This is where we were before. God damn it. Okay, so it's north of the sands. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, wait, no, is this not right? Nani? Just walk to the mountains? Okay, let's rest here if we can. Bloodborne has god-tier boss design. It's hard to beat. Bloodborne has incredible bosses. There are bosses I don't like in Bloodborne, though. The three snake dudes I don't think are bad necessarily, but I don't think they're great. There's another boss I can't remember the name of that's later on that I don't think is great either. Ben just DM'd my second D&D game. Thanks for introducing me to it. We're all hooked now. Nice, dude. That's nice. D&D is a powerful bond. The highs are much higher than the lows in Bloodborne. Oh, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. Bloodborne is incredible. I really feel that way. I think Bloodborne is a special, special game. Mikulash you didn't like. I can see that. Mikolash is somebody I've definitely flip-flopped on quite a bit. I like certain things about Mikolash, and other things I don't like. Narratively, I think Mikolash is very, very cool. I love Mikolash as a character a lot. There we go.
And here we are. Welcome to Mount Tenza.
These are human footprints, right? There sure are a lot of them.
Could it be the hunting blades?
Did you ever play Blue Dragon? I did play Blue Dragon. I didn't really like Blue Dragon all that much, unfortunately. But it's been a long time since I played it. But yeah, didn't. I was so excited for it too. I played the demo and I loved it. I loved it has the best cheesy ass boss music. But I thought the main game was really tedious and slow in a way that I didn't like.
That, or it might be the Knights.
But why would the Knights be here?
Well, Flynn was looking for Apatheia too. If that's what the hunting blades are doing here, then the Knights could be here for the same reason.
Why is everyone scrambling to get their hands on Apatheia all of a sudden?
It was so pretty, all sparkly and glittery. I'm sure it's incredibly valuable.
We never had the chance to get an explanation from the Dawn.
If Judy will clue us in on what she knows, things might clear up.
Judy, I wonder if she'll tell us.
I don't know. It's up to her whether she'll talk or not. Of course, if she decides not to.
Yuri?
Hey, you guys, come look at this! This is crazy!
Guys, get over here. This is crazy.
What the heck is this? The mountain's been flattened.
What could have happened?
Is there really supposed to be a town here?
Well, it was here 10 years ago. That I'm sure of. But I can't vouch for what's happened since then.
10 years? That's quite a ways back. What were you doing way out here?
D&D is a powerful bond, doesn't vote for Hologrates. I just think Hall of Greats should just be video games. It's not that D&D isn't a Hall of Greats thing, but I think it gets weird when you include things that aren't video games. You gotta have limits.
Well...
That voice. Is that you, freak?
Here's hoping everything's all right.
Let's hurry.
Terminator 2 for Hall of Greats. Yeah. Huber would probably bring it, or like Avatar or something. What do I think about the current state of AAA games? That's a heavy question. I don't think it's one thing.
It's even worse from up close.
I think there are some studios and publishers that are doing incredible things, and I think there are some studios and publishers that are making like horrible decisions that make absolutely no sense. And so it's hard, I think, to cover all of AAA video games in one blanket statement. But yeah, I think it's good and bad.
I've never seen a hole this big before.
There's no way this could have happened naturally.
It looks like something exploded here.
Explosion.
An explosion? Are there monsters that can do something like this?
They were, but those monsters were all wiped out.
What do you mean, wiped out?
What you see here, this was a battleground in the Great War.
What? Really?
So that means humans and Entelekea fought here. The humans were victorious, but there were scarcely any survivors. The facts behind the war are shrouded in darkness. Not even the official government histories give many details about what happened.
So the Entelekea did this to the mountains. Terrible power.
The Great War. 10 years ago.
That must have been when you were a baby, Patty.
But this is the first time I've heard that a battle took place here.
The Empire's kept a pretty tight hold on information about it. They've got a lot of secrets. You should know that by now.
Thought it was strange that monsters would wage war against humans, but...
What they didn't want us to know was that those monsters were actually in Telekea.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Raven.
You come across a lot if you live long enough, kiddies.
Okay, enough history lessons. We came here so we could look for Judy.
The monster's voice we heard just now. What if they've already got Judith cornered?
What if Judith
Judy's
was the
really
monster?
strong. There's no way she'll go down easily.
Of course not. Besides, I've got to give that dragon freak a beat down. I can't let a monster beat me to the punch.
Yeah.
Let's hurry.
Do you think Activision will continue to get a bad rap despite Sekiro, Spyro, etc.? I mean, it's a case-by-case basis, right? I think people will call them out when they do bad things, and hopefully give them recognition when they do good things. But I don't necessarily think, like, a company publishing a good game absolves them of everything, or vice versa, you know. I don't know. I don't think it's as black and white as that, I guess.
Man, the Great War. I mean, leaving a gaping hole where a mountain used to be.
I still can't believe how much power the Antilochea must have had.
How could the humans fight beings that powerful and not get demolished? I just don't get it.
Indeed. The Great War may still hold secrets we haven't uncovered yet.
And I'll bet those secrets are hidden somewhere in this mountain.
Yeah, but the war's over now. It can't have anything to do with us, right?
I hope so, but...
What do I think of the current state of Anthem? I think it's in bad shape just from a public perception standpoint. I think it has a pretty huge mountain ahead of it.
Sorry, but you're going
I think a lot of people felt really burned and frustrated. And knowing that the development was crazy certainly isn't really helping that perception. So I think it has a lot of work to do to change people's minds, I guess. So yeah, I don't think it's in a great spot.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Did you read the Kotaku post by Jason? Not yet. I intend to, I just haven't done it yet. Enjoying Hunter x Hunter? I am enjoying Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, it's good. I have a long way to go on Hunter x Hunter, but if it only gets better, as people say, then I'm in for a good time. Andy Dalton Jr., thank you for the brand new sub. And Cordashio75 for the 5 months. Thank you. My favorite Hunter x Hunter character so far? That's a tough question. Probably Leorio, actually. I really like Leorio. During the Trick Tower, I thought he was pretty funny. I like Killua more and more, though. I didn't really like Killua at first, but Killua's grown on me quite a bit.
Oh, angelic princess, grant us your magnificent embrace.
And yeah, I'm interested to see where Gon goes, because like I like him. I think he's fine, but I'm not in love with him yet. You know, just a very eager protagonist so far.
I'm just getting started.
Will you bring Pokemon Black and White to the Hologrades? I think we're a little early for that question. I'll have to get through it first. How is Hisoka? Hisoka's good, just very shrouded in mystery. You know, perfectly menacing, but I don't think I know enough about Hisoka yet to have Hisoka be a favorite. But yeah, I imagine all of these opinions will change as I get farther in. Further in.
Let's eliminate them.
Shining Fang! Dragon!
What arc you in? I'm actually not sure. I can tell I'm on episode 15, so probably the first arc, I would imagine. Like I said, very early.
Alright, who's next?
That was a breeze.
Hunter Examiner, yes. They're in the 4th phase of the Hunter Exam. And Gon was like training so hard his hands were bleeding. That's where I'm at. How do I get over there? Aha! No. No, that's not correct. I thought we could go that way. Oh, tricky, tricky, tricky.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Shining Fang! Dragon!
Incandescent focus.
That was a breeze.
Thoughts on Kurapika? I like his name a lot. I think it's fun. But yeah, Kurapika hasn't had that much time to shine yet. The most interesting thing that happened with Kurapika when he heard about that group and he freaked out in the exam. And that was really cool, but they're just at the start of that setup. So, yeah, Kurapika has a lot of potential. I just don't think we're there yet. What was the name of that group? The Spider Group. Yeah, he was very upset about that. And he knew down to the precise detail why that guy was a phony and not actually in that group. Maybe we circle back up and around to get there.
We got a head start.
Let's take care of him quick.
All right, who's next? This is the end for you. All right.
Poor Estelle. Just getting walloped.
Princess, grant us your magnificent embrace. Remember to keep a sharp eye out.
I'm not done yet.
Is Kyle the only ally who watched Hunter x Hunter? I'm watching it, and I believe Damiani watched it as well.
We'll destroy them in no time.
done.
Has anyone seen the Dragon Quest movie trailer? It looks great. Sorry if it's brought up already. No, I don't know anything about this. What? Is this an April Fool's? Don't play games for my heart.
Dragon Quest, your story.
Roadshow. Flagged. Yeah, it does look legit, doesn't it? Cool. I imagine we're not getting that. It's too bad. Come now. Fuck it, Gabe.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Oh wow, look at that fatty jumping up. Taking him to task.
That's what happens when I get serious.
I'll do my best.
When am I playing Pokemon? We're playing Pokemon in about 45 minutes. If you're here for Pokemon. I like the excitement that people have for Pokemon.
Brilliant!
I like it.
Oh, angelic princess, grant us your magnificent embrace. Smile of wavering darkness.
Shining flame!
Smile of wavering darkness.
Anyone with the spine to face us?
Never played Dragon Quest V, but I hear it's the best one. Yeah, I've heard similar praise for Dragon Quest V. What I recommend, anybody that's interested in Dragon Quest, playing them on your phone is actually wonderful, the older ones. It's a great format for it. They're good versions of those games. They control just fine and allows you to pick away at them. And like you don't mind grinding as much because if you're just waiting in line, why not get some experience and gold? So I do recommend the older Dragon Quest games on phone. I played through Dragon Quest 1 on phone last year, and I'm pretty decently far into Dragon Quest 2, and I've been chipping away at that on phone, and it's awesome.
You'll be gone soon enough.
This is my stuff.
Did I ever play the Dragon Quest Monster games? No. I've had a lot of people in the community rant and rave about it. I haven't played them. I have the first Dragon Quest Monsters game on BBC, but I haven't played it. I actually have Joker 3 as well. I haven't played that either. But yeah, once I'm done with 2, I'm gonna do 3 and then 4 and then 5. So that'll be nice. 2 was your alternative to Pokemon. Played it before you got into Pokemon. Yeah, it's, you know, Dragon Quest and monster collecting. Count me in. Just haven't gotten to it.
Oh.
Yuri, what's the matter?
I was just thinking about what Judy said. Bowel saved me during the war. I just realized that maybe she was talking about the Great War when she said that.
So maybe she fought against the Empire with that dragon freak during the Great War?
It'd be kind of sad if Judy was an enemy of mankind.
Maybe Raven can tell us. You fought in the Great War, didn't you, old man?
Huh? What?
I think only someone who was on the scene would know so much about the war.
Really? But there weren't supposed to be very many survivors, right?
Very true. I thought I was gonna die back then, too. If only I died then. Things would have been so much easier, too.
If only you died. What a weird thing to say.
So, did you ever see Judith during the war?
No, not a chance. I may be a player, but 10-year-old girls are definitely off limits for me.
What a line. Raven.
Oh, jeez.
Then it sounds like Judy didn't participate in the war.
Right. I mean, if it was 10 years ago, she'd be 9. That's even younger than me.
I feel like I never saw Baul either. Maybe they ran away from the battle?
So it was really the Antilochea who fought in the battle?
Yes, I guess so. Though at the time, we thought they were only a really terrible breed of monsters.
But wow, you were really in the war, huh, Raven? That's so cool. I thought only Imperial Knights fought in the war.
Maybe I'll tell you more about it when you're older.
Wait, what? Carol, goddammit. Why'd you have to be poisoned? How is this not hitting? How is it not? It's going through the tree.
Battle mode activated!
Ben, if you ever have time to read books, you should check out the Cradle series by Will White. The first book is Unsold, and it's a fun Western interpretation of many Asian tropes and cliches like power levels and such. That sounds really fun. I unfortunately, I think I'm at my limit when it comes to just stuff to do in my free time. Like, I just have so many things that I just can't take anymore. But someday, that does sound fun. Who knows?
It's our turn!
Let's take care of him quick!
Like Hunter x Hunter I've been meaning to watch forever, and just now I'm finally getting around to it. So never give up.
Never thought I'd lose.
Oh, din of this modest land!
Is that your best?
Shining Face! Dragon!
All right, here we go.
Yay!
All right, we did it!
Hooray!
O din of our modest future, come to me, holy angel. We need to crunch this stream with a boss fight, I think. That's what we need. We need a good boss fight.
I'll do my best.
Brilliant! Fancy Hermes!
All right, here we go.
Yay! That's the logical out.
Do you still volunteer at that pet place? I feel like you mentioned it with your significant other. Yes, we do. Yeah, on Sundays we go. And help out the cats, man. It's really good. It's kind of nice right now because there aren't that many cats. I think there's like 4 cats and they're all super well behaved. So it doesn't take very long. And B, it's just the chillest thing in the world. So we'll let out the cats and they'll go and they'll just lay down. And some of them love being pet. They just love attention. So we'll give them some attention. We'll take out their litter and change their food and water. And yeah, it's a very soothing experience.
The hole in this mountain is like the hole in my heart. How my chest aches.
Getting all sentimental on us, old man?
Nah, it's just memories of the war. I'd appreciate it if we didn't spend too much time here.
Stop being such a coward.
Oh, that hurts, Rita.
The only way to get past a bad memory is to embrace it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Not really. I was just generalizing. Anyway, you want to hurry, right? Then let's go.
Our little genius mage is more mature than she looks.
Everything, Raven's just kind of a creepy guy. Ben, this is just your excuse to hang out with more cats, isn't it? Absolutely. 100%. Any tips for someone who wants to adopt a cat for the first time? Yeah, I feel like I actually do have valuable tips. Just because I've been through the experience. So, when you go and you adopt cats, you're obviously going to find somebody, probably, that you really fall in love with. And you're going to want to adopt them right away. I recommend that you don't do that. That you give it a little bit of time. And you maybe like come back to the place 2 or 3 times, and you just get some good interaction in with the cat, so you really know what it's like. And just make sure that you're confident in the decision. Don't make it an impulsive one, because it's pretty big. And you're going to be living with another creature from now on. So just make sure you give it some careful thought. There we go. Patty just combos them in such a cool way.
Don't overdo it. It's all you.
Nice. Come back and try again.
Make sure your new cat isn't prone to disconnect your electronics. Ben done this the hard way. Yeah, it's just in our apartment. It seems kind of hard to cat-proof it because there's not that much space. And so it's just like, yeah, the cats might unplug some things. But all cats seem drawn to electronics in my experience. Yeah, let's say, Ben, you feeling better this week? I know a lot of the allies got sick. Easy virus starts again. Yeah. Jasmine, I feel so lucky because, like, I almost got sick, but I didn't quite. And so, I'm feeling fine. I've been sleeping wrong, though. We need a new bed. We need better pillows. Our bed sucks. And so, like, sometimes I just wake up and I can't turn my head. And it's awful.
This is a Critian city? More like the remains of one.
There might be some treasure around here.
What do you think Judith would come here for?
Suppose it wouldn't make much sense to say she was feeling homesick.
The hunting blades!
Judith! You?
Damn you!
Go inform Tyson and Nan! Hey, nobody lays a hand on one of our own. If she's broken our laws, we'll settle this amongst ourselves.
Party member fight?
Now get out of here. We're only trying to follow a monster we're hunting.
This doesn't involve you.
Okay, this is getting us nowhere. Let me at him!
You're right. It's just a waste of time trying to talk sense to people like this.
Anyone who interrupts our conversation is gonna be taking a long nap.
She's a child with guns.
Leave. Now. Or do you really want to do this?
Judith, you followed me here.
Toddler Ocelot.
Yeah, we're here to settle things for the sake of the guild.
Judith, tell us everything you know.
Why you destroyed the Blastia. About the Apatheia and the Entelikeia, their relationship to Pharaoh. All of it.
And even though you're one of us, your answers will decide your fate.
Punish the unjust, was it? Honestly, I don't know if that's really a good thing or not. You've already come this far. I suppose there's no going back now. Come.
Yuri, what did you mean about Judy's fate?
If there's one thing the Dawn's last moments taught me, it's that I've been too soft.
Yuri, a man who's killed people in the middle of the night, has been too soft.
If a part is infected, you cut it off before it infects the whole. Even if it's a comrade, an Entelikeia, or a friend.
You mean even if it's Flynn or Pharaoh?
Yeah. It's the path I've chosen for myself. The hunting blades again?
We didn't just cross paths this time. We're after the same thing. We just might have to fight.
If it does come to that, you guys don't have to worry about me. But we can't keep Judith waiting. Let's go!
Carol.
Our boy's growing up.
Yeah,
Isn't there some way we can avoid fighting the hunting blades?
I hope so. But it's pretty much up to them.
Yup.
Treasure chest. We're gonna cook again. The party's full. We're not going to cook again. Suikoden 6 or Bloodborne 2? For me, I just have 3, 4, and 5 still to play through, so I would say Bloodborne 2. But I don't blame anyone for saying Suikoden 6. Is there any chance you'll bring back weekly hunts once the Iceborne expansion is released? That is the plan, Mega. That is the plan. Fatal X-Seed. Awesome, I miss weekly hunts. I miss them too, man. Just kind of thinking out loud here. This is all a work in progress. I'm very excited for Mortal Kombat 11. I think we're going to do, just me personally, I'm going to do some Mortal Kombat 11 dojo. I actually would like to fit in some Smash Dojo as well, something I always intended to do but never did. So I think sometime this month we're going to go a bit harder on dojo streams. I'd really like to do that. And then maybe after that, let's say we do that for a while, depending on how it goes, depending on how you like it, depending on how I'm feeling, we might do some Monster Hunter after that. We might bring back some Monster Hunter. We'll see. That's just kind of where my headspace is at the moment. Nothing's confirmed, but just what I'm thinking about. With the answer so jelly. I like this weekly hunt.
We have a great opening now.
Let's party!
You didn't finish learning those previous skills. I did not, Arceraphus. My thought process was that a boss is coming, and so I wanted the stats. But if I'm going to be doing more regular fights, we can switch back. Oh my! So many fatal strikes. They talk after they disappear.
Anyone with a spine to face us?
Hype level for Game of Thrones, April 14th. I don't think people know how much I like Game of Thrones as a show. It is my favorite show of all time. I love it. I get emotional about it. I drive my girlfriend crazy with how I feel about Game of Thrones. She does not like Game of Thrones, and she has to like suffer with me liking it as much as I do. So my hype level for the final season of Game of Thrones is a 10. But I was telling her this the other day. I've been looking forward to Game of Thrones for so long. We had that year absence that was awful. But now that it's almost here, I kind of don't want it to be. I really don't want it to be over.
I heard stories of a pretty
a little frightened.
But I never knew where it was.
Me too. Didn't expect it to be on Mount Tenza.
They must really value their privacy to build a whole town on a mountain.
Is there something they don't like doing in front of other folk?
Cridians are a secretive lot, to be sure.
The last season was kind of crap, so weird. I liked last season overall. There were definitely some bizarre lows. I do think, like many people do, that the plan that they did was dumb. But a lot more of the season worked for me than didn't. But there were definitely some weird spots, for sure.
The sign of victory.
I feel like that last season didn't have anything that disappointed me as much as like Dorne in previous seasons or Arya. I don't want to ruin it for people. I don't want to get too specific, but
Yeah, I feel good.
there was some stuff with Arya that I thought was not good. I feel like it's been decreasing gradually in quality each season since season 5. I see where you're coming from. It's just very different. I think earlier seasons were a lot more consistent, but like Hardhome in season 5, for instance, is my favorite episode of the show overall in any of the seasons. So it definitely changed from being pretty consistent to having really, really high points and really, really low points to me. Blackwater is a personal favorite. Blackwater is incredible. Cersei in Blackwater is pretty amazing. Like, oh man, just that cruel cynicism. It's wonderful, that episode. I was watching the first episode of season 2 a couple weeks ago, and I forgot how good Stannis could be, man. When the guy is writing the letter, and Stannis is like, no, fuck your formalities, fuck your bullshit. Say it like it is. It's pretty great.
All right, here we go.
I don't know if you guys remember that scene. It's kind of an easy scene to forget, but it's really good and is a great characterization moment for Stannis. Thanks for streaming, man. Well, thanks for watching, man. Dorn was painful to watch. Dorn is like the worst the show has ever been for me. There's some stuff with Daenerys that I think is pretty awful too.
We have a great opening now.
Let's party!
Dragon!
Clocky ball!
Dragon Swarm!
Have you read the books, Ben? I have not. I've started the first book many times, but I have not gotten through it.
Shining Fang! Dragon!
And it's... I frustrate myself with the books because I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to read them. I might as well just listen to them on tape. And then I started listening to the first book again on tape, and I was like, no, I want to read them. If I'm going to consume them, I want to read them. And so I'm being, like, weirdly limiting to myself. Not that I have a problem with books on tape. I don't. But I didn't... It's hard to explain. I didn't want somebody's voice describing the situations to me or giving characters voices. I wanted to do that myself, just because Game of Thrones is so precious to me. And so I couldn't do it. I couldn't listen to it on tape. But it's admittedly very weird and restrictive. Alright, so the path ahead looks like it's over there. Got some treasure.
Let's have a good time!
It would be nice to say, like, I'll just read the books when they're finished, but that may never happen. So, not maybe a real possibility. Man, we're getting our ass handed to us by these trash bombs. I'm worried about the boss. There is a saving healing, a healing save point up ahead though, which is good. Hold on, we need to.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
Don't get in our way.
Would you eat at a Game of Thrones chicken wing themed restaurant? Featured wings are the wing in the north? Absolutely. House Stark for life. I also really love wings. We go to Wingstop, like, probably more than we should. I think Wingstop is wonderful. I grew up with Buffalo Wild Wings, and I still think Buffalo Wild Wings is okay, but in my opinion, Wingstop is far superior. I love wings. Patty's all sad that she's dead. When is TTE being uploaded? It's actually not being uploaded. Tabletop is on hiatus at the moment. There's a Patreon post under the Tabletop Escapades tab if you want to read up on that. Bone-in or boneless? So I enjoy the flavor of bone-in way more. I think bone-in is a better flavor experience, but sometimes you just don't want that mess. So in that case, you'll go boneless. So I end up going boneless a lot just because I don't want that mess. But I think bone-in is ultimately better if we're just worried about taste. Boneless are not wings, though. I mean, all right. I see what you're saying. Oh, goddamn. running in and getting killed. Stop eating baddies. He does so much damage. What is going on? All right, we're gonna overlimit here.
Annihilate the vulgar before me.
Remember to keep a sharp eye out.
You guys make me hungry. You're making me especially hungry. I haven't had a meal yet today. I don't know. She'd be so mad if she heard this, but I don't know why my girlfriend doesn't like Game of Thrones. We come together on so many things, but just not Game of Thrones. She's an angel though, cause she'll watch it with me, but she does not like that show.
Let's have a good time.
Let's have a good time. Just me on that right. Thank you, thank you. I used to buy some Buffalo style hot wings in my teens way too much. Yeah, I was always very hesitant of like wings that you put in the oven. Nice. I would have completely missed that. How do I get there though? But I had some not too long ago and they were very good. That's what I was trying to say about the wings. Nani? Maybe later. Dang. Did she start watching halfway through from the beginning? Yeah, that's probably why, Ray Luaza, is... We watched like she watched scattershot episodes with me, and then she watched a later season in its entirety, and then we went back and watched season 1, and so, yeah, that's probably why she doesn't like it. 100%. Never been a fan of oven wings. That doesn't get crispy enough. That's fair. I was hesitant too, man, but I had a good experience
Prepare
recently.
to meet your doom.
Okay, this cat is just on my lap. Hi, 1 second. Did you guys hear the meowing? An important question, ranch or blue cheese or no dips? I like blue cheese, but like, I will die at the altar of ranch. I love ranch, man. I could put ranch in almost anything. Hey. Blue cheese is good though. I mean, I'm from the Midwest, man. We don't have currency over there. We just trade each other bottles of Hidden Valley. Cat, when you move around, it makes it harder to play. Don't shove the nose in. Don't do that trick. It's kind of funny. The AI is like, okay, I'm gonna stop blocking. Hit me. How do you guys feel about sour cream? In my opinion, sour cream is a gift from the heavens. And food is made much better with it. Taco with sour cream, delicious. Enchilada with sour cream, delicious. I think ranch is probably the most variable sauce. Yeah. Sriracha is good too. Sriracha is very versatile. Sour cream for the win. Alright. I'm among my people. Increases physical attack by 3. Yes, please. We might have more items like this. We do! Great. Remind me to use a magic bottle during this boss fight, huh? Not magic. Did I say magic bottle? Magic lens.
You are aware that this place was the ground on which the Great War was fought.
This cat, it's like kind of hot in this room, and this cat is so warm. And he's just got his big body laying on me, purring.
Yeah, we heard from the old man here.
The Great War was sparked by a type of blastia.
What?
This was not a blastia that had been excavated. It had been constructed in the city of Tenza using a new type of technology, the Hermes blastia.
Hermes Blastia?
I've never heard of it. And if you say it was newly built...
I didn't think you could make a new Blastia.
The Hermes models were even more effective at converting air into energy. They were intended to revolutionize the technology of blastia.
But something went wrong.
The blastia using these Hermes-type formulas required massive quantities of air. The air krina began producing abnormal amounts of air in order to compensate.
That would mean the end, not just of humanity, but all life on this planet.
Just like we saw at Cave Mock and the Wiesent of Kados. Wouldn't like to see that happen everywhere.
The Entelakea realized the dangers of the Hermes blastia before the humans, and they moved to destroy them.
Which created a conflict that grew until it eventually became the Great War.
So then the Entelakea fought against the humans to help the planet?
But why didn't they tell the humans how dangerous those Blastia were?
Neither side probably cared much if the other brought itself to ruin. There's never been any love lost between humans and Entelakea. Probably didn't talk much.
Or maybe there was another reason. But what does any of this have to do with you, Judy?
Tenza fell to the flames of war, and the technology of the Hermes blastia was believed lost.
Wait, you mean there are still Hermes models in operation?
Yes, at Ragoz's mansion, Amit Hill, Gosferost, not to mention.
The Ceres Blastia on the Fiertia.
That new Ceres Blastia must have been a Hermes Blastia.
So then you've been destroying the Blastia in place of the Entelakea.
You could have mentioned that. Why didn't you say something? Were you gonna save the world all on your own? Are you stupid?
What was that?
No response.
Baul!
It looks like we found our mark.
You will not pass.
You're a person, aren't you? How can you defend a monster?
Didn't you get the news? I said nobody lays a hand on one of our own.
We won't allow that. Not even from you, Nan.
We were having a conversation over here. Butt out!
I can't believe these guys. Such scallywags.
What is up with these patty faces?
I don't usually like to get my clothes dirty, but...
It had to have been intentional.
Have the hunting blades added people to their list of targets?
Nobody who associates with monsters can rightly call themselves a person.
Carol, have you forgotten the credo of the hunting blades? Step aside.
Monsters are evil, and the hunting blades pursue that evil. But the Entelekea aren't evil. They were fighting to save the world.
Don't let them fool you with that credo nonsense. They're on a job. They're here for the Apatheia.
It seems you won't listen to reason. If you have no intention of moving...
You leave us no choice.
Oh, we gotta put Judith in here. Okay. Damn. All right, Judith. Let's actually remove this and put this on you. Yes. Yes, let's do that. Okay. Alright, here we go. We don't have very many life bottles. We failed to buy some life bottles, so we'll see how this goes. Resting patty face.
Oh, monster!
Oh. Did we check the tactics out? Magic arts, up to you. Keep distance. Keep formation. Yes. Alright, Cat. I have to fight a boss. I can't pet you for just a little bit, alright? I have to fight a boss. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Should be killed! That's the rule of the hunting blades!
I don't care what you think of monsters. I will protect Barul, even if it costs me my life.
It's pretty stupid to think anything out of the ordinary is automatically evil.
Aiding monsters is punishable by death!
You're worse than monsters. They just got instinct. You got brains. So what's your excuse?
Shut up! We hunting blades will not back down!
So I guess we just gotta fight this out.
Don't blame me for what happens.
Come on. Interrupt. Alright, we gotta take care of her first. For sure, for sure. Hopefully she doesn't pin us down here.
I can't keep doing this.
I just need to create some space here.
Sorry I couldn't help.
I'll heal you.
No!
I can't keep doing this.
one's tough.
The din of this modest land.
You're not getting away!
I can't keep doing this. I alluring snare and deliver my enemies unto me.
You're not getting away!
I can't keep doing this. Oh, incandescent.
Lose.
Alright, now that she's down, we should be okay. Crowd management.
I'll blow you away! Dragon! You're dead!
Go easy on the items.
Oh, should I not?
Fun!
Oh, incandescent locust. Crest strike!
Blow you away! Dragon! You're dead!
Oh, flickering blade. I'm using this. Annihilate the vulgar before me.
Oh my god.
Understood. Bring them back from the abyss of death.
Oh, sharpened rage. Which blocks our future.
Pretty good!
Oh, we did it. Nice.
Were you going easy on them?
I'll fight anybody who lays a hand on my people.
Ben, I just beat Sekiro during your stream. Time to treat myself to Yoshi. Congratulations, man. Enjoy Yoshi. It's fantastic. Fantastic might be a little much. It's good. It's good. We'll bump that down to a good. Good to great. That was a fun fight. They're all fun fights. All the boss fights have been pretty enjoyable. I think targeting the spellcaster there was the right call for sure.
I'm not done yet.
I did it.
Carol gets in for free.
Nan, I'm sorry.
Oh, and we're like right on time for Pokemon. We are right on time for Pokemon. We're just gonna go down here and save. And journey to the world of Pokemon White. What do you guys think about that? Crunching on a boss fight. Okay. So chat, it'll take me probably around 10 minutes. I did not set up the scan converter this morning, so I'll have to set up the scan converter now. And then we'll do some Pokemon White. We'll continue our journey. Maybe we'll do the second gym today. We'll have to see. And we'll go from there. But if you're just here from Tales of Vesperia, thank you so much. And if you're just here for Pokemon, please be excited. Maybe this cat will never get off me. Maybe we'll never play Pokemon because of this cat. We'll have to see. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to stop the stream, set things up, and then we'll get going again.